At McDonald's Field at Zizzers Stadium for the home opener tonight as West Plains hosts the Glendale Falcons for an Ozark Conference game. And we'll be kicking things off in about 15 minutes. Harlan Hutchison along with Mike Renfro, who will join me in the booth tonight for tonight's action, which there should be plenty of it. If it's anything like previous meetings, there'll be a lot of throwing, and it'll be a fairly long game at best. We'll see. West Plains got off on the wrong foot last week, losing 42-38 at Bolivar. Meanwhile, the Glendale Falcons got by Waynesville by a final score of 46-30. Now, on our pregame, let's talk a little bit about last week and hear from the head coach of the West Plains Zizzers, Joel White. It was a hot night when the road game started at 8 o'clock. It was an odd single holding penalty on either team. Pretty strange. Joel Wyatt talks about the contest, and things really started to turn the wrong way just before halftime.
Pretty disappointing. One of the most disappointing games I've been involved with. You know, we're up 20 down 28-24 to start the fourth, and you know, then it goes back and forth. Both teams scoring 14 points in the fourth quarter. But you know, anytime you score 38 points, you know, you think you're going to win a ball game. But we had a hard time. And then they go down and score with about 50 seconds to go. And, you know, we got no timeouts and just tough moving the ball to try to get in the scoring position there at the end of the game.
Looking on the bright side, West Plains had some kids that had really big offensive nights at Bolivar.
Well, Briggs Houston had a monster game. You know, I think he had, can't remember if it was 7 or 8 catches. For about 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. You know, he's a problem out there for opponents. He's a matchup nightmare, and you know, he caught a couple TD passes that you know, one was a check that Isaiah made a great ball on a fade, threw it right where only Briggs at 6'6" could go up and get it, and so he had a great game. You know, Isaiah was really accurate early. Had a beautiful deep post route to Ryland Kinslow for a 70-yard touchdown. I mean, just perfectly placed football. So, you know, those 3 I thought were really solid on the offensive side, and you know, we've got some things to clean up front. You know, we didn't run the ball as well as I thought we would, so we've got to be better in the run game against Glendale. And but I thought overall, you know, Briggs and Ryland and Isaiah really stood out offensively.
As mentioned, heat was an issue for both teams, but West Plains is a little thinner with 8 players going both ways, and depth will be a big factor in the ball game again tonight.
You know, when we play Glendale tonight, they've got one guy that plays both ways. It's a receiver DB, and then he's going to get rests when he's on defense, and they're going to rotate in another corner. So, you know, when you watch the Glendale game against Waynesville, when the Glendale offense takes the field, you know, you see 11 Glendale defensive players huddled around a big TV. we can't even do that because, Coach Dixon wants to talk to a linebacker or a player. Well, he's out there on offense. I want to talk to an offensive player, and he's out there on defense. So, it really affects the way the game is played, and, it's not a good situation for us right now, but we knew it was coming, but we've just got to, build up these sophomores, which some more sophomores are going to play tonight.
And as far as the way the Falcons play, they have a brand new coach at Glendale High School. His name is Joel Heeman. He took the place of Mike Mock, who was canned right before the season started, 2 weeks before the season started. And Joel Wyatt says new coach, pretty much same as the old coach.
Yeah, and those are going to be quarterback runs. When they're in an empty formation, those are going to what people in the stands are going to, refer to as a quarterback draw. Maybe down around the goal line, they're going to bring in their big Tennessee commit, the big D end, Kellen Lindstrom, and he's going to be a lead blocker for the quarterback. But, for the majority of the time, they're going to be in 5 wide, and, they're going to throw it all over the place. And depending on who's back there at quarterback, because they've got a couple options and even a third option if the Kickapoo transfer is eligible. But, those design quarterback runs are really dangerous when they've got the Dieters kid back there. He's a wide receiver last year playing quarterback, so he's really dangerous with his feet as well as his arm.
15 minutes or so away from kickoff time, closer now, but our staff has been welcoming fans back out at the front gate with refreshments and hamburgers, hot dogs, T-shirts to give away. Thanks to all our sponsors that helped us get the T-shirt thing put together. That's always a big attraction, and we really appreciate that so much, and so do the fans coming into the stadium tonight. Let's survey the area schedule of games for this evening. In week number 2, the Thayer Bobcats will be at Salem, Arkansas tonight to play the Greyhounds. Salem will be pumped up over that chance. Highland will be at Riverview tonight. Harrison will be at Mountain Home. The Bombers got off to a good start last week. Kabul will travel to Skyline. A good game in Douglas County. Ava will host the Stratford Indians, who put a thumping on Liberty last week. Fayette will be at Houston tonight. Adrian will be at Liberty as the Eagles try to even their season record. The Salem, Missouri Tigers will be at Knob Noster tonight. Willow Springs plays at Marionville. Parkview will be at Waynesville. Also in the Ozark Conference, Kickapoo at Camdenton. That'll be a dandy game. Rolla will be at Bolivar. We'll find out just how good Bolivar is maybe after tonight. And then Hillcrest will be at Lebanon, where they'll be a big, big underdog. And looking toward next week, speaking of Hillcrest, we'll be in Springfield when the Zizzers play the Hornets. All right, that's the lineup for games around the area tonight in our pregame, and we're ready for football. Coming up in just a few minutes, Mike Renfro will join me in the booth. I'm Harlan Hutchison. That's a Zizzer pregame for tonight. Zizzer football is coming up on Hot Country KDY.
This has been the pregame show on Hot Country KDY. Stay tuned. Zizzer kickoff time is coming up next on your home for the Zizzers, KDY.
You know that West Plains Lock and Key is the place to call when you've locked yourself out of your car or lost your key. But they do so much more. If you need anything lock-related done to your home or business, West Plains Lock and Key is your expert source there too. Give West Plains Lock and Key a call if you need locks rekeyed or changed. They can even help with safes, install keypad locks, and so much more. West Plains Lock and Key, where tradition meets technology. 256-8862. 256-8862.
Butler Heating and Air and Generac announce a big sales event on Generac generators. Now through October 8th, when you purchase a new Generac generator at Butler Heating and Air, you will get a 10-year parts and labor warranty free. It's a huge value of over $1,000. So get a quote on a Generac generator today and take advantage of a worry-free warranty. It's happening for a limited time through October 8th at Butler Heating and Air, your authorized Generac dealer across from the fairgrounds in West Plains.
If you're a small business owner in southern Missouri, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Justin Shelby runs a small business in southern Missouri too. He understands the unique needs of local business owners. Justin will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because the one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call me, State Farm agent Justin Shelby, for your small business needs today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
West Plains Zizzers football on Hot Country KD1. Tonight's game is brought to you by
A to Z Pump Service, Bailey Chevrolet Pontiac, Bureau, by Butler Heating and Air, Domino's Pizza, Don's Auto Service, Edgeler and Harper, Habitat for Humanity, J&J Recovery, Monty's Outdoors, Ozark Hills Insurance, Ozarks Healthcare, and Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment. Also brought to you by Pepsi Mid-America, by Peterbilt, Rick's Truck Repair, Shelter Mutual Insurance, Simmons Bank of West Plains, SMP Quality Auto Glass, State Farm Insurance, Justin Shelby Agent, Taylor Grubaugh Buick GMC Chevrolet, The Medicine Shop, West Plains Lock and Key, Wilbanks Tire, West Plains Bank and Trust Company, and by Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply.
And now West Plains Zizzers football on the official home of the Zizzers, Hot Country KDY.
And welcome to McDonald's Field at Zizzers Stadium. I'm Harlan Hutchison, and over here to my right tonight for the first time, Mike Renfro, and I thought that was really nice of the folks, Mike, to set off the fireworks for you.
I thought so also, Harlan.
It's good to have you here. Well, we should have an entertaining football game tonight. It's not nearly as hot as it was last week, but one week in, the teams that lost last week probably have a feeling like you really, really need to win this game this week.
Right.
And Glendale's always a hard team.
They're probably going to be about the same as it was last year offensively. I remember being up there with you guys last year, and it was kind of a shootout. I think we picked the ball off and ran it back for a touchdown, really turned that game around and won the game up there. I thought we got outplayed last year, but we somehow, came out with the W.
And that's all it really matters right now at this point in the season. Of course, Glendale, as mentioned, has a new coach, but that makes no difference. They're going to still throw the ball. The over-under for passing tonight for Glendale, I would say I'd put the number at around 55 maybe.
Probably, yeah. It'd probably be a long night.
I'd go over.
Yes.
More than likely. Paul Knight is always happy to recount the story of the night that we played that 4-hour football game at Glendale early in the season, and that one turned out pretty good. But, the one thing that does happen to West Plains, and it really came into play last week in a pretty big way, is the fact, as Joel said, we have 8 kids that are going both ways.
Right.
And we're going to be, chasing these Glendale receivers around like chickens in the barnyard, trying to keep up with them. And they have one kid that goes both ways, offense and defense. So it's going to be interesting to see how we hold up, especially late in the game. At least it's not as hot as it was last week, though.
Well, the only thing we could maybe hope for is, Glendale does have some new coaches involved and maybe a little different philosophy than the previous coaches. So I guess we'll just buckle up and see what happens here in a few minutes.
Yep, and we're having the coin toss at midfield right now. The Zizzer captains Alex Judd, Briggs Houston, Isaiah Jones, and Rylan Kinslow are the 4 captains for the Zizzers. And we'll go ahead and take our final break, and then we'll have the opening kickoff for tonight's ball game here at McDonald's Field at Zizzer Stadium. And it looks like perhaps the Zizzers won the coin toss. So we'll take a 1-minute break and back with the kickoff between West Plains and Glendale coming up on Hot Country KDY.
The Ozarks Healthcare team cares about your athlete's health. That's why they're on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Pyatt is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The OZH team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and exceptional sportsmanship. For more information about Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine, visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Want to make a lasting impression with your business? Elevate your brand with creative design and printing services from the Ozark Horse Trader. Business cards that leave a mark, exquisite business stationery that speaks class, envelopes that make a statement, invitations that captivate. Your choices are limitless. The Ozark Horse Trader's professional typesetting and design services will set you apart, and top-notch printing and finishing will bring your vision to life. The Ozark Horse Trader, your vision on print.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
We're just about ready to get this football game started. West Plains will kick to start the contest, and they'll be kicking south to north. And Chase Larson tees it up. We didn't do a real good job on kick coverage last week, so we'll see if we can improve that a little bit. Back deep, Noah Goforth and Lucas Rich for the Glendale Falcons. They're in the white with the Carolina blue pants and trim. West Plains in the red shirts, white pants, and those new white helmets with the red Thunderbolt. Chase Larson has it teed up, and this game is ready to start as soon as the referee gives us the go-ahead and something's wrong with the scoreboard. We've been having
everything blew up, didn't it?
There we go. Now we can play. Okay. Coach Dixon was coming over to give some instruction and then saw it was working. And, we're okay now. All right. Chase has a terrific leg.
Is he one of the soccer players?
Yes, he's played a little soccer. Here's the kick. And a high kick that will drift down to Goforth at the 6. He's to the 10, the 15, going left. Breaks through a hole, and he'll be down across the 35 near the 39-yard line. So a good return to start the game for the Falcons, and they'll start up in pretty good shape. First down and 10 from the 39.
We don't have to do the first down thing anymore, do we?
No, we don't.
That's great.
It's first down. And
I won't have much to do tonight then, will I?
All you need to do is sit back and have a good time. They're going to mark him down at the 38-yard line. The quarterback for the Falcons is Rex Dieters. He was a wide receiver last year. And on first down, 3 down lineman, quarterback draw up the middle at the 40, tackle from behind. And the tackle made the 42-yard line. On the tackle that time was Jackson Hunter, who was a little dinged up going into last week's game. Gain of 4, second down and 6 from the Glendale 43-yard line. Back to Dieters. He throws it on the inside slant behind the receiver and incomplete. West Plains had that play covered pretty well, but that ball was thrown behind. And Glendale knows they're going to throw, so there's no need to huddle. They're going to line up quickly here. And on third down and about 6. Dieters will take it, looks to the flat slant over the middle, caught, and that will be short of the first down.
I bet they go for it, though.
Tackle made by about 4 red shirts that time. And the principal tackler there for West Plains was Jacob Moore, a sophomore. And Mike says they're going to go for it. And they have about 1.5 yards to get a first down. So let's see if they go with a quarterback draw. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. 3 down linemen for the Zizzers.
Maybe trying to pull us off sides.
It sort of starts to look that way. Here's the snap, throw out to the flat, and that ball is caught, and the receiver is down, and that's a first down at the 46-yard line. So it'll be first down and a gain of 11 on the play. Well, I said 11. It wasn't near that much. It's 5, but it's still a first down. First down and 10 for Glendale. Back to throw. Quarterback flushed out of the pocket, slides down as he is tackled at the 44-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play. We're down to 10-19 and counting in the opening drive of the ball game. Dylan Brigman gets credit for the last tackle. Back to throw. Dieter to the flat. The ball is caught on an out pattern. Missed tackle at the 35 to the 33-yard line before the tackle is made there. That'll be another Glendale first down as they move that ball from the 44 down to close to the 33. So that'll be a gain of 11 and a first down, and that's what you're going to see all night long, pretty much.
Seem to be getting the passes out pretty quick also, Arlen.
First down and 10 now from the 33 of West Plains. This drive started at the Glendale 38. They throw it over the right side on a little seam pass, and that ball is caught, and that'll be another first down to the 16-yard line. And Glendale just moving the ball right down the field. Go forth on the reception that time for Glendale.
We knew they were going to do this. This is what they've always done.
This is what they do. This is who they are. And now back to throw again. Dieter, pressure from the outside, missed him. Roll out to the right. Dieter pumps the ball, drives to the 13 before he's tackled there. And a good open field tackle that time for West Plains by Stetson Fox. And so there'll be a gain on the play of about 4 yards.
They need to make the print bigger on these programs.
For you and me both, I'll tell you what. All right, throw out to the left side on a quick throw. That ball is incomplete. That was good coverage out there. I wanted to say that it was... No, it was not. It was actually Ryland Kinslow on the coverage that time on the quick pass out to the left sideline. So now, 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7, first drive of the game from the West Plains 13. Dieter back to throw, slant pass, caught, first down to the 1-yard line, and Glendale is knocking on the door here early on in this contest. Tackle made at the 1 by Will Stoffer, but not before it turns into a first down.
Little keeper here, you think?
I would imagine so. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeps it, draw play right up the middle. He's held up short of the goal line. They're not going to give him the touchdown. Inside the 1, so he'll have a foot or two before he breaks the play in the end zone. Football has changed so much over the years. Second down and 1 now. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Rex Dieters draw, missed tackle. The second guy didn't miss though, and they'll stop him for a loss on the play of a couple of yards.
Like you said, this is what happens with the spread offense when you get down here. Something like this, it's hard to get it in sometimes.
Well, we've seen Mizzou have that trouble over the years too. So no gain on the play, maybe a loss of a yard. It's 3rd down and goal to go from the 1.5. They moved early. That'll be a penalty on the Falcons, and that'll move them back 5 more yards.
Wait a minute. There's some mustard in the lettuce here at McDonald's Field.
So with the clock stopped at 7:55, the officials will move the football back 5 yards. I don't necessarily know if that's a big advantage or not.
I don't either. Gives them more room to work down there, doesn't it?
5 wide, 3 left, 2 to the right. 3rd down and goal from the 7-yard line. Big early play in this game, and they moved early again. That's another 5 yards. Almost makes you wonder if they did that on purpose or what.
I don't think so.
Another 5-yard penalty, illegal procedure. So the penalty flag's been our best defense here in the first drive.
What's the number on that sack roll, but that was number 44. Awesome. Dawson Howe.
Dawson Howe, as Mr. March credits him for that last sack we had. Back to throw it. Dieter's slant over the middle. Caught. He dropped it. He flat dropped it.
Going to try a field goal, it looks like.
Number 19, Cameron Richardson, is incomplete.
Ryland Kinslow, I think, was covering on that play, and boy, he had it right in his hands, didn't he?
He did.
A little slant play from left to right. And now they'll try a field goal. The field goal kicker for the Falcons is Trevor Heeman. And it's a 29-yard field goal. Line drive looks like it's right between the uprights. And it is. 7:37 to go here in the opening quarter from McDonald's Field at Zizzers Stadium. It's Glendale 3, West Plains nothing. Back in a minute on KDY.
Rooted in our communities, Simmons goes beyond banking. We're your friendly neighbor. Committed to fostering strong community bonds, we proudly invest in our local schools. When you're in need of banking services, Simmons Bank is here for you. Whether you're striving towards your goals or aiming for financial success, count on Simmons Bank to be your partner every step of the way. To discover a nearby branch, simply visit simmonsbank.com. Simmons Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, Zizzer fans, I need you all to hear me. A winning team starts with a winning spirit. Hey, this is Ashton Judd, proud Zizzer and Mizzou Tiger, to tell you about the winning team at Ozark Hills Insurance. They have a team of winners that can help you find the right insurance at the right price. I knew the day the Zizzer girls went to the state title game that our winning spirit would prevail. Be a winner and call Ozark Hills Insurance for a quote today with offices in West Plains and Mountain Home. Go Zizzers.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Glendale took the opening kickoff and went 61 yards before getting backed up with some penalties, and they kick a 29-yard field goal. West Plains ready to receive the ensuing kick. And here's a line drive kick that'll be bobbled momentarily, picked up at the 10th, the 15-yard line, 20-yard line, tries to bounce wide, 25, gets to the corner, 30, 35-yard line, takes on the tackler, and a good return for West Plains that time. On the return that time for West Plains was Lance Norton, and his first down and 10.
We kind of won the battle of that first drive, actually, the field goal. They were right there. The two penalties backed them up, of course.
How many times does Glendale not get a touchdown when they get the ball down there? I mean, that's some tough stuff. All right, here come West Plains. Isaiah Jones at quarterback. We'll go over the starters. Remy Wilson's in the backfield with him. 3 wide right, 1 to the left, and that's a big one, Briggs Houston. 35-yard line, Wilson in motion. Quick throw, Briggs with the catch, and he is going to be hit in the backfield. Fumbled the football, and West Plains got it back just barely as it went out about the 36, 37-yard line. Really good alert play that time by Peyton Reynolds, the 228-pound offensive lineman for West Plains, to get on that. And they were ready for a little out pass to Briggs Houston. And they're going to see a lot more of that tonight probably. So it's second down and 10. Handoff, Wilson up the right side. Gets across the 40-yard line up near the 42. And that'll be a nice pickup on the play of close to 6. And it'll be third down and about 4 yards to go.
You know, Harlan, if we could sustain a drive running the ball, it would keep their offense off the field a little bit.
And I am all about that.
I am too.
So now, third down and 4 yards to go. The ball is on the 42-yard line of West Plains. Briggs Houston lines up as a tight end on the near left side. Play action pass. Isaiah looking deep over the middle, throws the ball over the middle. He's open, but it's going to be caught. What a catch. A one-handed. Oh, no, they're going to say it's incomplete.
Little bump there, too.
Well, they had 3 guys back there, and they still nearly got him the football. So it'll be fourth down. Thought for a second that he had held on to it. He made a good attempt with one hand, but couldn't quite pull it in. So it'll be a punt. We'll see if Glendale sends anyone back deep. You would really doubt that West Plains would fake a punt here, but you never know. Here's the snap, and the kick is away. A low line drive, and that should be a returnable kick, but he fumbled the football, and now the coverage breaks down a little bit, but they will hem him in. Remy Wilson with a good tackle at the 32-yard line. And it'll be first down and 10 right there. So changes possession, sees the Falcons back up about 6-7 yards, and they'll have it first down and 10 yards to go.
We're going to have to do a little better than 3 and out.
Because the more chances you give these guys, they scored 46 points last week. Now Waynesville scored 30. But you give them enough chances, they're going to put some points on the board. Timeout on the field for Water. 5:55 to go in the first quarter. It's West Plains nothing and Glendale nothing. Back in a minute on KDY.
Since 1993, Howell County Habitat for Humanity has built 29 homes and will be starting their 30th this year. They do it to provide a decent and affordable place to live for partnered families. Habitat for Humanity brings people together to build homes, communities, and hope, celebrating 30 years in business. Find out more on Facebook and at the Habitat Restore on Porter Wagner Boulevard, or visit howellcountyhabitat.org.
Why risk hiring an out-of-town pro? Find the best local professionals in your area with our directory at 417findalocalpro.com. Powered by Ozark Radio News. Visit the website and browse today to discover Gentleman Jim's Wrecker, Ward's Plum Right Plumbing Company, and Woolsey & Sons Well Drilling and Pump Service. These local professionals know the service and work you expect and would love to help you with your needs. Give one a call today.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
1st and 10 for Glendale with the clock showing 5:55 here in the first quarter.
Quarters went by pretty fast, actually.
It has. It's kept running because Glendale was able to move the ball and keep it in play that first possession. From the 32-yard line, here's a pass again up the right side, up the right seam, and the ball is caught and moved upfield near the 50-yard line, 49. That's a 17-yard gain and a first down for the Glendale Falcons. What they do doesn't look real complicated,
no.
But the way they do it really is pretty impressive.
Well, you got to have the players to make it work, and they obviously do.
3 wide left. They look to the right instead. Pump fake down the sideline. Ball tipped, almost intercepted that time. Good coverage on the play by Landon Bryant, another sophomore. You know, for us to have any kind of depth, the sophomore class is really going to have some kids step up and produce this year, because as far as juniors and seniors go, they can't be out there all the time, and they're out there enough as it is.
What were you saying? We had 8 people going both ways?
Yes.
And Glendale has one?
One. Back to throw on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat. Knocked down, another terrific play. This time, there he is, Dawson Howell, who got his hands on that pass out to the flat. Dawson Howell with a terrific play, incomplete, and now it's 3rd down and 10.
Let's see if we can get a stop here, Harlan.
Need one. Let's see which direction they go. They've been throwing here to the right side for the most part so far.
Here he goes.
Quarterback draw. He looks for a gap, finds one, breaks a tackle, 2 tackles out of bounds, very close to the first down, but it's going to be short by about 2 yards.
And I'm sure they will go with it on 4th down. They're on the other side of the 50.
They haven't had a running back in the backfield with the quarterback for a single play yet. Clock stopped at 5:25. All right, here's a 4th down and 2. West Plains shows blitz.
Get him.
Rolling out, breaking coverage, and now a sliding stop by the quarterback as he goes down to the 35-yard line, and a gain on the play of about 7 and a first down for the Falcons. So the quarterback just took the snap and read the play. It's first down now from the 36 of West Plains. Pass underneath to the right side, ball caught, gain of about 5 near the 20, I want to say the 20, well, I'm going to say a 29 is a better pickup than I thought it was. Maybe to the 27. That will be a 9-yard gain, and it's going to be less than a yard to go for the first down, and the Falcons just keep pushing the ball upfield.
We just can't seem to get any pressure right now. They've got a pretty good size offensive line.
Slant play over the middle, and that ball is caught, cutting back from left to right, and West Plains will finally get coverage and bring him down. That's Camden Bellamy, a sophomore wide receiver. And it was enough for the first down to about the 23-yard line. So the Falcons did score a field goal their first possession. Here's on first down, a running play right up the middle, and West Plains will sniff that one out pretty quick. On the tackle that time was Jackson Huffstetler.
If you can get a hit on them quarterbacks, they'll tend not to run up in there as much. That's not the problem, though. We haven't caught him.
Not as willing, but on that play, only a gain of 1. Well, Dawson Howell got credit for that last stop. And now second down and 10. Quick throw out to the left. Ball is almost intercepted. Wow. Now that time, that play got sniffed out pretty quick. And as it turned out, nearly an
pick six.
Intersect. That could have gone for 6, for sure. On the coverage, Lance Norton again. Third down and 9.
There's still a little bit of sun over in that corner, too. It may have affected that some.
Here's a blow snap. He gets away from the quarterback. Don't lose contain. They hem him in, and now he breaks away, runs to the right, cuts back in, tackle made, back at the 29-yard line. So it looked like that he might get away, but Alex Judd roped him in, and the tackle made at the 29. So now it's going to be a long yardage situation. It'll be 4th down, and it looks like about 16 for the first down. And here they go, going for it on 4th down. 3 down linemen with the rush. Not much pressure. Slant over the middle. Ball is tipped, and it's incomplete.
Good defense.
Good play that time from the safety position to come over and help out. And with a hand on the ball, Rylan Kinslow.
It's hard to pick the numbers up, isn't it?
It really is. These screens here on the windows in front of us doesn't really help too much.
Well, in our age, probably doesn't help either.
Well, I tend to blame the screens, but, you know. 3:13 left in the first quarter. West Plains, after giving up 3, they get a stop.
Let's move the ball here a little this time.
Let's see if we can put together something. I mean, Waynesville scored 30 on them last week, so it can be done. Here's a quarterback draw play. Jones pops outside 30, 35-yard line, takes on a tackler, 40-yard line, up to the 42. That's the first down.
Somebody lost a helmet. They'll have to go to the sidelines.
So a gain of 12 on the run that time for Isaiah Jones. He got banged up a little bit in last week's game, had to leave for a couple of plays. Took a pretty good shot to the shoulder. And that time he moved the chains and gives West Plains their first down of the football game.
Glendale's got a defensive end that's committed to Tennessee. Haven't heard much of him tonight yet.
Let's hope we don't hear too much all night long. Kellen Lindstrom.
Athlete.
Quick out pattern. The ball is caught by Kinslow, but that won't go for anything. Tackle right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Yes, his name is Kellen Lindstrom. And he wears number 5.
He's about 6'6", it looks like. He's a good athletic-looking young man.
Going to Tennessee. He's already committed there. All right, we're looking at 2nd down and 10. Clock still moving. 3-0 Glendale. First quarter, late. And the flag will go down before the ball is snapped. Illegal procedure against West Plains.
Did we have a lot of penalties last week?
Not really.
Not
and as far as penalties go, there really weren't a lot of penalties called. I don't know if I've ever seen a football game where you had no holding penalties.
Oh, really?
For the entire football game. Either team.
Wow. It's been pretty clean tonight. With all the passing and everything, no interference, no grabbing yet, so the officials must have something to do after the game, you reckon?
You think they're looking for a place to eat?
Yeah, they might be.
It's 2nd down, and after that penalty, 2nd down and 15. Now Jones back to throw at his own 30. Throws way out to the right side. High pass through the hands, incomplete.
He's got a nice arm.
He really has a great arm. Kinslow, the intended receiver on the play at the Glendale 42-yard line, but that pass was a little bit too tall. I'll tell you what, Isaiah Jones last week threw a couple of balls, including the 70-yard touchdown pass to Rylan Kinslow. That was just eye-opening, not your typical high school quarterback throw, I thought. But that ball was a little bit high. And now...
What's his grade, Harlan? I can't see it on here.
Isaiah is a junior.
Junior, okay.
So he'll be back for another round next year. 2 left. Man in motion to the left, Remy Wilson.
Flag.
And another penalty flag.
We just talked about that, how clean it was. It should have jinxed him.
Maybe. But it's going to be another illegal procedure penalty on West Plains.
You know, we lost several weapons from last year. It's hard to replace. what we had and getting used to, Joel's second year, getting his program, getting installed and everything. So it just takes time.
One thing about it, he really brags on how hard these kids work and how good they are to coach. And
that makes a big difference.
It really does. Briggs Houston is wide out to the left side with a slot man in motion, Remy Wilson. Back to throw, pressure on the quarterback, throws it high over the middle and incomplete. And Isaiah Jones was just like he did most of the game last week, just trying to get rid of the ball before the pressure got there. And pressure was certainly evident that time, coming straight up the middle. Only one guy was coming through, but Bryce Fell, who is a junior lineman for the Falcons, was right in his face. It's incomplete. It's 4th down and long, 4th and about 20. Jones to punt. Let's see if they bring any pressure here. They do. From the outside, nearly blocked. The kick is away and off to the right, bounces at the 40-yard line, takes a Glendale roll, and they'll down it at the 40.
Not sure how that got through.
He must have just run right by it, because whoever was on the outside right side. Now, a flag is down. We may have a little roughing the kicker call. Hey, that's what we need.
We'll have to kick it again, though.
That is not an automatic, is it?
No. I don't think. Not in high school.
Well, it's a personal foul, so
maybe it is.
Maybe. Roughing the kicker against Glendale has declined. Really? I guess it would not have been automatic, so.
They're still discussing it.
And Coach Wyatt went out and told the official, we have had a failure to communicate or something, because I really get the impression that maybe they are now going to take penalty. Well, they've already moved the chains, so that's a bit of an issue. And the officials will converse.
We've got a little drama here.
But again, it could well be the point that it's not going to be an automatic first down. It would be 4th down and 5. And now they're saying, hey, move it back. Move the chains back. But, of course, if it were an automatic first down, naturally, West Plains would accept the penalty.
Have they even stepped the penalty off?
I don't
think so.
I don't think so. They're working off memory, so 42 is the original line. 32 is where they punted the ball from. But like you say, they haven't marked the penalty off. Yeah, 1:31 showing in the first quarter. Glendale 3, West Plains nothing in the Ozark Conference here tonight. And that was a heck of a throw from the line judge. And
now here we go.
Now they'll mark the penalty off. And even if it's 5 yards, okay. So it
must have been running into the kicker.
Must have been running into the kicker instead of roughing the kicker. So we'll kick it again. 5-yard penalty on Glendale. Snap, another big rush. Kick is away. This is a way better kick. High kick. Down to the 25-yard line. Good coverage.
Block in the back.
And a block from behind. Remy Wilson gets a tackle at the 35-yard line. That was a little on the borderline side, wasn't it?
It was. The official had his back turned. I guess he just didn't see it.
So 1st and 10 now for Glendale. And West Plains defense, again, very similar to their offense from a personnel standpoint.
The quarter was moving quickly, and it kind of came to a grinding halt there.
Minute 20 left. Back to throw from the 35. Quick pass out to the sideline. And the receiver will eventually be pushed out at the, the 41. So that's a gain of 6 and bring up 2nd down. They don't run the ball, but their passing game, in a lot of cases, is about the same as a running game.
You wouldn't want to be a tailback or fullback on Glendale's team.
I'd be.
You'd be on the bench a lot.
I'd be transferring.
Yes.
Back to throw it again on 2nd and 4. Dieter over the middle. Pass almost intercepted. Good coverage again by West Plains. Cutting across to get a hand on the play was Jackson Taylor.
And that brings us to 3rd down.
And now, with 46 seconds to go in the first quarter, it'll be third down and about 4 yards to go. If West Plains can hold them here, then they would probably punt. Theater to throw it. Short ball incomplete at the 50-yard line or 45-yard line. That ball was probably should have been caught, but good coverage on the play on the far side.
I don't know, Harlan. We haven't been moving the ball, so we'll see here.
Warren Lawson, wearing number 4, was in on the stop, and they lined up to go for it on fourth down. Watch the quarterback draw here.
Oh, they snapped
an early snap. He goes right up the middle, and he ain't going to get it.
That was a mess up.
Everybody knew the snap count except for the center, and that's bad.
I don't think he was supposed to snap it either.
You could tell by the fact that the linemen were just standing up looking around, and the quarterback seemed rather surprised when the ball landed right in his gut.
It was a good thing it was on target.
So a 2-yard gain, not enough, and that's a big break for West Plains. First and 10 from the Glendale 43-yard line. Let's see if they're going to line up in a straight eye this time. With 2 receivers left, motion man from right to left. Handoff, running left, follows the blocking, will get a yard maybe at the 42-yard line. And not much running room that time, and the carry that time by Remy Wilson. Offense for West Plains, Isaiah Jones at the quarterback, Dawson Howell is at fullback, Remy Wilson the running back, wideouts Briggs Houston, Rylan Kinslow. Tight end is Red Erickson. The offensive line across the front, Peyton Reynolds, Jeff Edgeler, Fernando Lopez, Maddox Hawkins, and Jackson Hunter.
Still in the eye.
Quick pass to the flat. Ball is caught by Kinslow.
There's a flag.
Breaks a tackle, and a flag's going to be thrown, and that's going to be on West Plains for an illegal block.
Either illegal block or holding.
We've had more flags thrown in the first quarter of this game than we had all last week, pretty much.
There's your first holding call. You said you didn't have any last week, so there you go.
Wasn't that I missed it. I was just kind of surprised that we didn't see any, but that will be holding, illegal use of hands, whatever. So it'll be a 10-yard penalty and move it back to the other side of the 50-yard line to the West Plains 48. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score. West Plains trailing Glendale 3-0, and we're back in a minute on KDY.
Severe weather can strike at any time, and you can be sure the Ozark Radio Network will be there with all the details. Tune into our family of Ozark Radio Network stations. Severe weather coverage is brought to you by A&A Quality Roofing. A&A Quality Roofing has been providing service excellence for both residential and commercial clients by providing premium roofing services in West Plains and the surrounding areas, as well as siding and seamless gutters. A&A Quality Roofing protects what matters most.
There are 2 types of to-dos. To-dos you want to do and to-dos you gotta do. Hopping on your Coyote tractor to plow a little patch of heaven on your land is a wanna-do. But flossing before a dentist appointment so they don't suspect that flossing is a never-do, that's a gotta do. For all the to-dos you want to do, check out the many models of hard-working Coyote CS, CX, and CK tractors. For the gotta-dos, well, Godspeed. Coyote, we dig dirt. Stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, at Lynch Equipment in West Plains.
We come back, and a short run on third down makes it 3rd and 17. Tackle made by Darian Washington, a senior defensive back for the Falcons. And
they didn't piddle around there, did they?
They did not. Normally you got at least a minute. And now
we're taking a timeout.
I don't trust anybody. Okay, we'll take a timeout again. 1-minute break. Back with more in just a moment on KDY.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance.
Hi, this is Dave Thomas with Shelter Insurance at 214 West Main Street. Let us help you with all your insurance needs. We specialize in auto, home, life, and business. Call or text us at 256-6116.
SaveWithDave.com.
We all love things that are free, like the free gift you receive when you open a free checking account, business or personal, at West Plains Bank and Trust Company. You can even score free gifts for your friends and family if you refer them and they open free checking accounts. Plus, earn a free gift for yourself each time one of your referrals opens an account. Visit us in West Plains, Mountain View, Willow Springs, or Houston for more information. Find out for yourself why our customers leave as friends at West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Back with Mike Renfro, I'm Harlan Hutchison, and we start the second quarter with the score 3-0. Glendale on top, and it's 3rd and long for West Plains. They have the ball at their own 48-yard line, and it's pink out night tonight. And Mike's daughter Sammy does such a wonderful job working with that great cause. Now here we go, 3rd down and 17. Here comes a blitz, fake, throw it over the middle. Ball is going to be incomplete. As Mike said, Briggs was open, but he didn't have any time.
He didn't have any time, you're right.
Last week, West Plains did a really good job first half throwing the football and fairly well in the second half. But the one thing that happened after halftime, Bolivar blitzed everybody on every play that would suggest a pass, and they really poured through the West Plains line. Isaiah to kick it. He kicks it away from his own 38. Line drive kick, big hop, and it's taken at the 20-yard line. Tackle made at the 23 that time. Good coverage downfield by Alex Judd, who late in the game had some cramp issues. And that was another thing last week. It was so stinking hot. You thought, well, we're going to have a lot of people with cramp problems. Nobody cramped up in the first half.
That's crazy.
Second half, it was like a cramp every third play.
We dealt with that last year a lot, too.
Here's the Falcons on offense from their own 23-yard line. They've got everybody spread out. Dieter, the quarterback, takes it, throws it, a little underneath pass, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball was intended that time for Wilbert Cooper, one of the slot receivers. There's a lot of them.
It'd be fun to play with Glendale's offense. It's just like fast break basketball, really. That's why kids like it.
2nd down and 10. Dieter to throws to the right.
Good
that
pass.
ball is going to be incomplete, broken up. Good defensive play that time. Will Stauffer was on hand to get a hand on that.
We've adjusted a little bit since the first quarter. The first drive they had, they just went right down the field. But we seem to be adjusting to what they're doing.
And now, 3rd down and 10. From the 23 of Glendale. Falcons to throw it, heaving it down the right side. Deep down the right side, caught. First down and a lot more inside the 35 to the 30-yard line. And that ball was perfectly thrown. 47.
Nice pass.
Yard pass, I believe. It depends where they marked that. 30. Yep, close to that anyway. And 47-yard gain. 1st down and 10 for Glendale at the West Plains 30. Well, you can throw it much better than that.
That got him out of trouble quickly. Now we got something going on.
Whistle's blown before the play starts. And West Plains will sub in 3 for 3 here. So we'll have a new defensive line. And those guys up front rushing the quarterback, boy, they're going to sleep in the morning, I can tell you. They're not going to get up early.
Well, you just have to respect the quarterback because he's going to take off running. We got to have a spy on him.
Back to throw it. Looks right. Ball broken up. That pass was a little high. Stauffer on the coverage that time. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Is incomplete because it was broken up by number 1, Will Stauffer.
3-0 score, second quarter.
2nd down and 10 yards, and the Zizzers are on defense.
Dieters, the quarterback, will line everybody up with 5 wide. West Plains will blitz from the outside. Dieters is hit as he throws. That ball is going to be incomplete.
That woke him up a little bit.
Oh, boy. That'll work.
Who is that anyway?
That was Lance Norton, I think.
Number 35?
Yep.
He put a good stick on him.
He got him. The ball just left his hands when Lance really put one on him. Now it's 3rd down and 10 from the 30, and flags go down, and that is likely
to be illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure, delay a game, something like that. Dead ball, illegal procedure. Back goes the Glendale offense 5 yards.
I guess most of the colleges open up this weekend, too.
They do. Well, Mizzou opened
last night.
Last night.
I think Missouri State plays tonight of all nights. Out in Kansas, I think.
It's going to be a lot of games tomorrow for sure. 3rd down, 15. Dieters to throw for Glendale. Throws it over the middle. Passes high, broken up, and incomplete. Is there going to be a flag on the play? Doesn't look like it.
Nope.
Good coverage that time for West Plains.
4th and 15, and they'll surely go for it.
Jacob Moore on the coverage that time, 13. So now it'll be 4th down and 15. Are they going to punt? No. They'll line up and go for it. Back to throw, pump right, flags down.
More motion. Look like number 19 out here moved a little bit.
Rex Dieters, the quarterback, will move his team back 5 more yards, which is a big deal because now 4th and 20 instead of 4th and 15.
The flag's been our friend here on some of these 4th down plays.
Well, you know something that it's done is we've had so many. That's the 5th penalty on Glendale.
Right.
And we've had a couple. But those penalty flags slow the pace of the game down a lot. And for us, that's not a bad thing. 3 down linemen, no blitz. Dieters fakes, rolls out. He's going to be sacked for a big loss. Jackson Hunter on the tackle that time. Huge loss on the play of 13 yards. And West Plains will not only get the ball back.
They shot the fireworks off on that one.
Well, they're going to give him a little bit more than what he deserved. They're going to move the ball back to around the 48-yard line of West Plains. But, boy, what a good play. 3 down linemen. They got a pass rush, and Jackson Hunter got the quarterback.
Kind of gave you a bad spot there. Anyway.
I thought they should have moved that back down the field about 5 yards.
Yeah,
but
me too.
That's just me.
We're homers.
Great job by Jackson Hunter that time. Now West Plains, let's see if we can get a score here and get the lead. Fake it, and Jones breaks 1-2 tackles. Goes to the 50, 45-yard line. Tackle from behind.
About 10 yards.
Good run that time. And it'll be a first down or close. Not quite. It's going to be a yard short.
We need to do that play again.
Dawson Howell, who
the thing about running the eye, though, it just draws it's not spread out like Glendale is. It just kind of jams everything up. That's why the spread offense works some more. Everything's just spread out so much.
Alva spread set with 1 running back. Motion man from the right into the backfield. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off running to the left. And that is Kinslow, and he'll be short of the first down. He needed 2. He got about a half a yard. 3rd down and short.
We need to pick this up.
Here is where you would...
I'd say it's 4 down territory for us.
Oh, definitely. And this is where if you were expecting Dawson Howell to get the football, the fullback, this is where you would expect that to happen, but we'll see. As West Plains will change in and out some players. Lance Norton is back in the football game for West Plains. Rhett Erickson comes in at a tight end. I formation. It's 3rd down and 1 from the 43 of Glendale. Quarterback sneak, first down. Jones across the 40, down near the 39, maybe the 38. First down for the Zizzers with 9:24 to go in the first half.
I keep wanting to do this first down is brought to you by, but
well, you can.
It's not my job anymore.
Okay.
I can make stuff up, I guess.
That was a good play, and the quarterback just pretty much read. Now, Glendale has 3 down linemen, so as the quarterback, you just wait to see which side that nose guard takes, and then you just let your center take him that way, and you go the other way. First down and 10. 39 of Glendale. West Plains on a drive now. Jones back to throw, has time. He looks deep. He throws it deep down the right side. Ball underthrown. High pass caught. And that's a touchdown for West Plains.
Wow. Nice athletic play there.
Ryland Kinslow.
Both ends of that were.
Boy, that was a heck of a catch. A heck of a throw. There's a case where the quarterback just let his guy go up and go after it and pulled it down.
Well, he threw it up and he came back and got it.
Terrific pass, and West Plains takes the lead at the 8:48 mark. Ryland Kinslow on the reception. When I saw the player go up, immediately, at first I thought it was Greg
going to
Houston.
be an interception at first, but he.
Here's the extra point try by Chase Larson. He punches, and that ball goes between the uprights. So with 8:48 to play in the first half, West Plains takes the lead over the Glendale Falcons, 7-3. Back in a minute on KDY.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
HirschEquipment.com. This is a game changer for anyone looking for equipment. That's because all of Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply's equipment inventory is now listed on one site. You can find tractors, lawn equipment, trailers, livestock equipment, pre-owned inventory, and more. In fact, you can go to the site and get a quote and get the value of your trade. Now, there's no reason to put it off. Get what you need today with the help of HirschEquipment.com.
Summer isn't over yet, and there's still time for adventure. Whether you need navigation, all-wheel drive, towing capability, or third-row seating, Bailey Chevrolet GMC has the SUV to get you there.
This is John Bailey of Bailey Chevrolet in beautiful downtown Willow Springs. Come test drive the sport utility for your next adventure today. Find new roads.
Go 4693111. Bailey team is gonna get it done.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Glendale goes back with Lucas Rich and Camden Bellamy. They stand back at their 5-yard line. Here's the approach. Chase Larson kicks it away. Really good kick. That'll come down at the 6. And the return to the right at the 10, the 15. Circles right. And now hemmed in, spun around and down across the 20 near the 24-yard line. First down and 10 for Glendale. Jackson Hunter set up that touchdown, Mike, because he got that big sack on 4th down and gave West Plains great field position.
He did. That was a great play. Both ends, quarterback and the receiver on that. It was important West Plains to score right there too, Harlan.
You know, Joel Wyatt said this morning, today on our pregame, he said a football game is decided by 4 or 5 plays normally.
Right.
That's one of the plays right there. That wasn't the touchdown scored, but it set up the chance to score a touchdown. Dieter from the 24. The quarterback draw up the middle, and he'll drag a few people with him up near the 28. And that should be worth a gain of about 3. They marked that ball at the 25. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 7 to go.
We've settled in a little on defense, don't you think?
I think so. I think they've made, I'm not sure what it was, but they've made an adjustment.
Right.
After the first series. 2nd down and 7. Dieters looks over the middle. That ball is going to be slapped down. Good coverage again. I don't see a flag on the field. And the officials are kind of letting them play a little bit of contact in the secondary. Jacob Moore with the slap away, and so that'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Got 3 wide out here to the left.
3rd and 7, running play up the middle, and boy, that's not going to get close to a 1st down as the defense came up.
You'd think they would punt this.
Alex Judd on the stop that time for West Plains. Oh, they've got to punt this.
Here they come.
You got to punt from here. The ball is at the 31-yard line. It is short by almost 5 yards, so it will definitely be a punting situation. And now it'd be really nice if West Plains could get the ball back here.
Score before half.
Put together a long drive, eat up some clock. And the quarterback does the kicking, Rex Dieters. Snap good. Big rush, kicks it away very short. He shanked that one. Looked like one of my 5 woods, and as it goes out of bounds off to the right and about the 46-yard line. We're going to get the ball back about where we had it last time.
I was going to say that looked like one of Paul's 9-iron shots. He's probably not listening.
No, but he'll hear about it. He'll go back and watch the video and catch up with it. He'll be making a physical note and a mental note probably.
He would say the same thing about me.
You know, I told him, I said, man, I got to have some help next week. And
yeah, he called in the practice squad guy. Reed's gone, he's gone. So
just like that.
I'm it.
I'm happy to have you here.
I've done it 3 or 4 times with him. It's kind of fun to do.
Timeout on the field, and 7:21 to go in the first half. 7-3 the score. West Plains on top, and we're back in 30 seconds on KDY. A rock chip. It starts out so small and harmless. Just a little blemish on the windshield. Then one day you climb in your car and your windshield looks like a road map. Crack after crack from side to side, top to bottom, and points in between. Don't let that happen. Go see Kevin at SMP Quality Auto Glass. He can fix rock chips and prevent it from running a race across your windshield. If you didn't catch it in time, don't worry, he installs new windshields too. SMP Quality Auto Glass. Show us your crack.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
It's going to be West Plains football, 1st and 10. Great field position, Glendale 46. I mentioned a little while ago, Mike, your daughter, Sammy, is so involved with this pink out stuff. Normally that's a basketball season thing during the girls' basketball season, but they decided to have one here during football season. That's a great idea. She does such a good job. That must make you really proud of her.
Yeah, I really am. She's not employed with the school anymore. She's actually working with the hospital now. Yeah. But she's still coaching basketball and involved with that. Her and Coach Womack's always had that relationship.
1st and 10 from the 46 of Glendale. Isaiah Jones under center. Hands off to the tailback, Remy Wilson.
Nice hole.
He'll be stood up after he picked up 4 yards, maybe, close to the 42-yard line.
This is old school 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But
and I love this stuff.
We don't have dust anymore because we got artificial turf. But
4 yards in a cloud of rubber pellets.
Rubber pellets or whatever that stuff is. This place has changed a lot since I played here.
For me, too. I remember coming up here to play.
We played the very first game here in 1974.
Wow.
That's a long time ago.
2nd down, 6 to go at the Glendale 42-yard line. Isaiah under center. Toss sweep to the right side. Norton with the carry. Has a lead block. Gets to the corner and knocked down at the 40-yard line.
A little hold. Coming back.
Holding against the Zizzers.
He got hit pretty hard there. It looked like helmet to helmet, but they didn't call that.
So it'll be a penalty against West Plains. Move things back a little bit from the point of the foul. They'll move that back across the 50-yard line to the West Plains 48. So 14 yards to go for the first down.
We have a nice crowd tonight, Harlan.
We do. We always have a great crowd for the opener. We forget the fact that we've got another section of bleachers down there, which didn't used to be there.
And Glendale's got some people from Springfield also on the other side over there.
They do. These two teams have had some wild games over the past 10 seasons or so.
West Plains, our fans always travel well. Some of the Springfield schools don't.
And timeout's going to be called by West Plains. 6:09 to go, first half. And the score, West Plains 7, Glendale 3, back in a minute on KDY.
Want to make a lasting impression with your business? Elevate your brand with creative design and printing services from the Ozark Horse Trader. Business cards that leave a mark, exquisite business stationery that speaks class, envelopes that make a statement, invitations that captivate. Your choices are limitless. The Ozark Horse Trader's professional typesetting and design services will set you apart, and top-notch printing and finishing will bring your vision to life. The Ozark Horse Trader, your vision on print.
Driving in the fall and winter months can be challenging. You never know what Mother Nature will bring each day. Make sure your tires have plenty of tread. Give Wilbanks Tire a chance to sell you a new set of tires. Once you buy a set of tires from Wilbanks Tire, you can come in anytime for free tire rotation for the life of your tires. So once a customer of Wilbanks Tire, you will always be a customer of Wilbanks Tire. Wilbanks Tire, 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
West Plains football, it's 2nd down and 16 after the penalty, and our first appearance by Burlington Northern.
Yes.
Here to our right. Back to throw it. Isaiah flushed down the pocket, runs to the right, gets a great block. 50-yard line, 45, puts the pads down and gets to the 41. And I didn't catch who made that block out there in front of him, but it was a dandy that sprang him loose to pick up a good run.
Is it fourth down or third down?
This should be third down, I think.
Okay. They had.
So there's a pickup of about close to 10 yards on the play.
Pick this up, keep the drive going.
Same situation we had on the last drive. Now you're obviously in 4-down territory. Let's see if we try to hit him deep here. Nope, ready to play, and there's Norton. Breaks a couple of tackles, gets into the secondary, 30-yard line to the 28, and a first down for West Plains. Gain of 13 on the play. I see no penalty flags. So that was very timely, and a first down for the Zizzers.
You know, right now we're handling their Tennessee recruit pretty well. We went right through him that time.
We haven't mentioned
his name
at all.
No.
So it's 1st and 10. West Plains on the move. Ball is at the 27-yard line. Inside counter play, handoff to Dawson Howell, but nowhere to go.
And as we say that, he
made he was right there. Yep, Dawson had, he got the handoff, and that was it. Nowhere to go on that play. The tackle made by Kellen Lindstrom, who will be wearing the orange and white.
He probably won't next year. He'll probably be red-shirted. But he's a nice-looking athlete.
You know, they'll have him in the weight room and eating steaks. And,
Yep.
And now it's 2nd down. Back to throw it. Jones flushed. Now steps up, throws it over the middle. Wide open, touchdown. 30-yard strike. Again, Ryland Kenslow with his 2nd touchdown reception of the night, and it's 13-3. You know, one thing that West Plains has done.
Glendale's coaches are really hot. There's a holding penalty there they didn't call.
One thing that West Plains is doing that Glendale's not been able to is get the ball down the field.
Right.
With one exception they did early in the first drive, but West Plains has hit him for 2 big ones here, and it's 13-3.
Not sure what they were doing there, but
it's extra point time. Chase Larson with Isaiah Jones holding and hold down. Kick is up. Kick is through. 4:14 to go. West Plains up 14-3 on Glendale, and we're back in a minute on KDY.
The switch is on to the Medicine Shop Pharmacy in West Plains. People are transferring their prescriptions to the Medicine Shop because they have free delivery within a 10-mile radius of West Plains. And they are a locally owned independent pharmacy with drive-through and curbside pickup. Switch to Medicine Shop Pharmacy, located next to Brookhaven Healthcare on Kentucky Avenue in West Plains. Online at westplains.medicineshop.com or download our RX local app to get more information, refill reminders, and more.
If you happen to be in an accident, keep this in mind. You have a choice in who tows your vehicle, so make the right choice and call 256-7628 for J&J Recovery and Towing of West Plains. They answer the calls 24/7. They will get to you fast and take your vehicle to the destination of your choosing. So if you're in a wreck, breakdown, or whatever reason you might need a tow, make the right choice and call J&J Recovery and Towing 256-7628.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
4:14 to go in the first half. In the booth right next to us is a guy that's got football in his DNA, chewing on that toothpick, isn't he?
He's still got that toothpick from, he's had that forever.
Greg Simpkins over there watching the Zizzers. Here we go. Chase Larson with the kick. And a line drive kick will be fielded back at the 8-yard line, up to the 15, 20, 25, and down at the 26-yard line. You know, kick coverage was not our strength last week.
Tonight.
But tonight it's been just fine. And again, Alex Judd, I don't know if he ever leaves the field. I guess he does when we're on offense, but he's out there, it seems like, all the time, special teams, defense. And boy, was he so good last year as a sophomore. He was, I believe, honorable mention on conference. But he did a fantastic job, and he anchors the defense this year.
He'll just get better and better as he matures. The Glendale coach was still fussing there during the break about that play. He picked that off.
Oh, incomplete. A pass up the right side. And Briggs Houston had that one in his sights but couldn't hold on. That would have been 6 points for West Plains had he held on, but it's incomplete. And it's second down and 10, 4:02 to go in the half. When you see West Plains line up defensively here, it looks they're not as deep as they would be in a prevent, but they are so spread out across this back line with just 3 people rushing. Back to throw again. Dieter, he pumps. He throws it. Down the sideline. Ball is tipped and incomplete again. Nearly picked off, and Rylan Kinslow was right there with the coverage. And also for West Plains was Jacob Moore. Jacob Moore has been in on a lot of these plays tonight in the secondary.
Looks like he might have a little stinger there. He's kind of shaking his arm a little bit.
Third down and 10 yards, and the Zizzers are on defense.
Third down and long now. 3rd and 10 from the 27-yard line of Glendale.
Going deep.
Going to go deep down the right sideline. That ball is high and incomplete. Ball was probably a little out of bounds, a little too far to the right and out of bounds to be caught. And it'll be 4th down. West Plains will get the ball back with 3:50 to go, and maybe we can punch another one in here.
Pass 10 for number 14, Trevor Heeman. It is incomplete.
Going back is Rylan Kinslow to receive the ball. He'll stand back at his 37.
We probably don't have the stats. I just wonder how many passes they've thrown in the first half here.
Well, I was trying to kind of keep up, but
gave
that up. It's hard to do this and that at the same time. Rex Dieters will kick it. And a flag down, of course.
It's like me at work. I got to do it all, and you have to do it all here, right?
My gosh. We're going to have to both put in for a raise, aren't we?
All right.
Ball is at the 27-yard line, but a flag down on the snap.
Glendale's had a gob of penalties tonight.
Well, they have.
A gob of these legal procedure penalties.
All right, so we back it up 5 now to 22. Kinslow moves up to his own 42-yard line.
Could be
high snap over the punter's head into the end zone. What's he going to do? He's going to pick the ball up. He's going to throw it, and the ball's intercepted at the 3-yard line.
He probably would have been better to kick that out for the safety than do what he did, but anyway.
Oh, yeah. He would have been better just to run out of the end zone with the football.
And kick it. So there's your opportunity right here, Harlan.
Dallas Robert on the interception that time for West Plains.
How do you see those numbers down there? You're really. Oh, I got it.
If I didn't have those, I couldn't see anything. Dallas Robert with a terrific diving catch. Why in the world did he throw that football? Now West Plains has it at the 5. 1st and goal to go. Let's punch another one in.
I'd say Glendale's coach saying, son, next time just kick it out of the end zone.
Hand off, Remy Wilson up the middle, burrows forward, touchdown. And he gets in for the touchdown for West Plains. Attaboy, Remy. At the 3:38 mark, West Plains scores for the 3rd time in this quarter. Every dog within 6 blocks of here is running for the porch.
Lots of fireworks. Well, you got your touchdown. You didn't think he was going to get it that quick, though.
No, not that fast.
They've got time now to do something.
Extra point try for Chase Larson. That ball is kicked up, and it looks good from here, and it is. 3:38 to go in the half. West Plains suddenly up 21-3 on Glendale, and we're back in a minute on KDY.
If you're a small business owner in southern Missouri, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Justin Shelby runs a small business in southern Missouri, too. He understands the unique needs of local business owners. Justin will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because the one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call me, State Farm agent Justin Shelby, for your small business needs today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
The Ozarks Healthcare team cares about your athlete's health. That's why there's a doctor on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to care for the unpredictable injuries. Ozarks Healthcare has a team of 8 orthopedic, spine, and podiatry providers to care for your athletes. The OZH team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and exceptional sportsmanship. For more information about OZH Podiatry as well as OZH Orthopedic and Spine, visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Well, the first quarter saw Glendale lead 3-0. Second quarter has seen West Plains score 3 consecutive times, 21-3. Zizzers lead it, and here's the approach and the kick, and that ball is away. And a bouncer bobbled at the 22-yard line. Bailey on the return, bounces wide to the corner, and he'll be chased out of bounds at the 36, 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for Glendale. You know, we've kind of had him since we got the big sack that gave West Plains the football back at midfield. We've kind of kept him pinned back a little bit here in their end of the field. This will be the best field position they've had for a couple of 3 possessions.
Yeah, we got the momentum there and scored twice.
Yeah, we've had opportunities, and we took advantage of the opportunities that we've had.
We had 2 legits, and that last one was kind of a gift.
That's all right.
That's all right. Take them as you get them. Or take them anywhere you can.
From the 35-yard line of Glendale, pass out to the right side. That ball is going to be a hook and ladder. They toss it, and they run up to the 50-yard line. And Dieter's got that ball out there quick. The hook and ladder is a play you see normally at the end of a half or something like that when you got a long distance to go. But that one worked for a good gain and a pickup of about 15 yards.
We need to stop them here, Harlan.
Last week, we were up 24-6 in the last minute of the first half. They found a way, Bolivar found a way to score at 24-12, and it kept building from there for them in the third quarter. So, yeah, it matters. Back to throw it. Dieters pumps it, pulls it down, runs left, throws it out to the flat. Ball is caught at the 50, 45, 40-yard line, pushed out of bounds at the 39.
We got a flag, roughing the passer.
So that'll be tacked on to the end of the play if that be the case. Yep, sure enough.
Wasn't much, but he was right there.
Is it me, or have we had an inordinate number of penalty flags here in the first half? Seems like.
Well, the problem is we said we weren't getting any, and then we jinxed ourselves, and now we're getting them about every other play now. So.
All right, so they'll move the ball all the way down to the 23-yard line. The personal foul, that's one of the few big penalties we've had tonight so far.
And it wasn't much, really.
All right, from the West Plains 23, let's see if the defense can get some pressure. They rush him out of the pocket. Hunter is after him, rolling to the right sideline, and the ball knocked away and incomplete. Terrific defensive play that time in the secondary for West Plains. And again, on this, Jacob Moore is out there and gets a hand on the ball. He's been everywhere so far here in the first half on defense.
I'm impressed how good a shape we're in. I mean, we're chasing these guys everywhere, and we're hanging.
Second and 10 now for Glendale. From the 23, but this game has a long way to go. Back to throw at Dieters to the near side. Ball is caught. Good quick tackle made right there.
Short of the first down.
Rylan Kinslow on the stop at the 14. That's going to be very close to, but I think just short of a first down.
Third and short. Very short.
Let's see if the quarterback draw comes. Nope. Now he pulls it down. There he goes. 15, 10-yard line. Tries to get to the side. He slides down at the 6.
We got a flag back here.
I believe.
On number 70 of Glendale, I believe.
Alex Judd may have been held a little bit there as he was rushing the quarterback.
Foul or something.
If not, it would be a first down at the West Plains 6, but it's not going to be a first down at the 6. This will move the ball back. So what was a 3rd and 1 is going to be a 3rd down and long now. So a big break for West Plains right here.
You know, and that wasn't even close to the play either. I don't know what they were, what he was thinking of. That was clear across the field from where the play was. But anyway, It's to our advantage.
It's a personal foul, so it's going to be against Glendale, and personal foul is 15 biggins. So that moves it back to the 29-yard line of West Plains. So it's now third down.
We need to get a couple more of those.
Third down at about 16.
And it's third down.
3 down linemen. Here comes the rush with 3. Hunter moves in, gets behind him, chased him out of the pocket, running right. Judd is after him, the ball thrown, out of bounds, incomplete. Alex Judd with...
Put a good stick on him.
Jackson Hunter flushed him out of the pocket to the right, and Alex Judd got to him, and the ball fluttered out of bounds on the throw, so it'll be 4th down and long. 4th and 16 with 2:32 to go in the first half.
Timeout, probably. Glendale take a timeout.
And timeout is called by the Falcons with 2:32 to go in the first half with the score West Plains 21 and Glendale 3. Back in a minute on KDY.
Coyote is a no-nonsense, dirt-digging powerhouse. It doesn't have unneeded distractions, like that fake tough radio guy voice.
The Coyote tractor has everything you need to get the job done right without all the extras.
Which means I can drop this tough guy voice now, I guess.
Nope.
Never mind.
The Coyote tractor is a no-nonsense workhorse that doesn't rely on flashy displays to prove its worth.
Still got to do the thing.
Oh yeah, Coyote. We dig dirt. So stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, at Lynch Equipment in West Plains.
For anything you need around the office, think Bureau. Office furniture? Think Bureau. Pens, paper, forms? Think Bureau. Cleaning and janitorial supplies? Think Bureau. Need supplies but you don't have time to get it? Think Bureau. They deliver. So for anything you need for the office, think Bureau. Stop by and see them just off the square in West Plains or online at thinkbureau.com. Bureau, 202 West Main in West Plains.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
On 4th down, back to throw, and a sack again, and the West Plains defense ends the Glendale possession like they have on at least one other occasion here tonight. And really good pressure that time coming from the outside. And Dylan Brinkman with the stop. And West Plains gets the ball back at their own 33-yard line.
You sure that's the right name? We were talking about that before.
If it's not, I'm blaming Mason. So it's 1st and 10. They're going to mark that at the 34-yard line. And Isaiah Jones comes from the sideline.
We've stepped up our defense. We've got time here to do something, Harlan.
But I think what you said was 100% correct. That is, we've made some adjustments which really have helped on the defensive side. All right, on 1st down, draw play right up the middle, and that'll go for a yard, maybe. Lance Norton on the carry that time for West Plains. And that will set that clock a-ticking. And if we can get in at halftime up 21-3, Mike.
I know, I'm greedy. I'd like to be up 28-3, but that's me.
Gain of about a half a yard.
They may be content here. I don't know.
They're letting the clock tick.
We'll see on this play how aggressive they're going to be.
Well, at the very least, if you run the ball 3 times and you don't get a first down.
They don't want to turn it over down here and give them another shot.
On 2nd down and 9 from the 35. Fake the draw, rolling out to pass. Jones throws underneath, and Dawson Howell just dropped it.
It'd have been a short gain.
Yep. And that stops the clock with 1:38.
Here comes another train, Harlan.
Yep. Our second train of the football season. Brought to you by Burlington Northern. So we'll get another package. Isaiah Jones comes back from the sideline, and coming into the football game for West Plains will be Will Stoffer and Preston Ramser. Here we go on 3rd down and 9. Jones from the 35, and another whistle for the love of Pete, folks.
Delay?
Yep. I guess so. Delay game. They'll back it up 5 more. By the way, thanks to our live stream sponsors for making it possible for us to bring that to you here on a week-to-week basis. We really appreciate that.
If they stop us here, Glendale will probably take a timeout.
That would pretty much follow suit, I would imagine. We want to thank Mr. Dent, our presenting sponsor, along with Ozarks Healthcare, our presenter, and scoreboard sponsors, Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now it's third down at about 14. Draw play. Quarterback will keep it. Up the left side. He may get it. He is going to get a first down at the 45, and flat runs over the defender at the 47, and it's a first down for West Plains. 17-yard gain. I asked Joel Wyatt before last week. I said, can Isaiah run the ball? He said he can run it. He's not necessarily a runner, but he can run the football.
He looks pretty quick to me.
And one other thing I've noticed, he doesn't try to go around people very often. So a first down on a big 17-yard gain. Clock at 1:11 here in the first half. Ball at the West Plains 47. Motion man. Jones will keep it again, and it bounces off of one guy, and another flag is down. And that'll be another holding penalty against the Zizzers, more than likely. Well, all those holding penalties we couldn't find last week, we're having no problem finding them this week.
Should have kept your mouth shut.
Yep. They pick up the flag. And here comes the official with the official call, holding against West Plains with 58 seconds to go in the half. 21-3. Glendale scored on their first possession, a field goal from 29 yards.
I mean, they marched right down that first possession.
They did, and it didn't look good.
Didn't look good, no.
But then a little bit of tweaking here and there defensively sure made a lot of difference. The rest of the half.
We just seem to have a little more step right now than they do.
Here we go. First down and 20 from the 37 of West Plains. Big pressure. The pass is thrown and incomplete.
That's what we don't want.
That would have been bad had that ball been intercepted, which it nearly was. Good defensive play that time. A lot of pressure on Isaiah Jones right up the middle. Pass was incomplete, nearly deflected or intercepted by Derek Washington, a linebacker who is a sophomore for the Glendale Falcons.
I'm not sure we just ought to get out of here. I've changed my mind.
Well,
I didn't like that play there.
I'm thinking like you are. I'm sticking with let's go in up the half and not give them another chance.
Because that would he should have picked that ball off right there.
If nothing else, make them use their timeouts. Second down and 20.
Oh, no.
And another penalty flag.
Oh, golly.
Penalty on the play.
Delay.
Delay again. Gives the Zizzers.
Got to get that play in a little quicker.
We're not getting it in. Those drive a coach crazy.
Isaiah was walking towards the sideline, and Coach Wyatt just waved at him and said, get back out there. Yeah. We'll send in something. Don't worry about it. And West Plains, they huddle, and a lot of teams don't do that anymore. 21-3, back to throw, 50 seconds and counting. Jones deep down the middle, double coverage, not close to anybody, incomplete. The ball lands at the 24-yard line of Glendale.
We only had him in the pattern, really. I mean,
another holding penalty. So it wouldn't have mattered had that ball been caught or not. So back it up some more. 46 seconds to go. And I think with each play like that, Coach Wyatt probably is starting to think more like us.
Right.
Let's get out of here, go in, get a drink of water, rest, listen to the band, and get ready for the second half. I think we learned something, though, last week. Up 24-6 right before halftime. Then we gave up 8 points right as the half ended.
And then they had the momentum coming out.
Oh, absolutely. They dominated the third quarter. Here we go on third down and 25. Jones keeps it, throws it, and the ball knocked down and incomplete.
Was Bolivar that good, or we didn't play well at the end? Or
I think at the beginning of the year, they're as good as West Plains is. Now, what will they be in 2, 3, 4 weeks, or at the end of the season when we could play them again, you know, when it comes to the playoffs. So they've got a few pieces, a good quarterback, good running back, and their defense played a lot better in the second half, put pressure on the quarterback. Here's a punt. West Plains will kick it away with Jones from his own 22. Takes a good bounce for West Plains. That ball will roll dead inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. Remy Wilson is down there to get a hand on it with 32 seconds to go.
Is Bolivar, is this their second year in the conference?
I believe it is their second year.
Second year. They were, where were they? What conference were they in? They took Central's place.
I won't say the Big 8, but I don't know if that's right.
I can't remember who they
The Big 8 has like
affiliated
15
with.
teams in it.
Was it that or the, I can't think of the conference.
Now, if you said it, I'd probably recognize it, but.
Or the Ozark Conference and COC maybe?
Possible. Possible. COC has really gotten bigger.
They've got that split up in big schools, small schools.
And they're all pretty big schools.
Yeah, they all.
First down and 10, 29-yard line, 32 seconds ago. Dieter steps up to throw it, gets away from the pressure, throws underneath. The ball is caught and knocked out of bounds on the reception. Gain on the play of 13 yards to the 43. It'll be first down for the Falcons with 23 seconds to go. And obviously West Plains is going to give them a lot of room underneath. And 23 seconds left. They're 57 yards away on the completion, first and 10. Dieter with 3 wide right, 2 to the left. They moved on this side, and they caught that.
Offsides on us.
I thought I
thought they did too. But
I thought they moved. Well, I'll be darned.
Coach Dixon's arguing a little bit.
5-yard pickup on the penalty. I don't remember what game it was. It may have been Glendale. A few years ago, we had 120 yards of penalties in the first half. Here's a rollout. Dieter flushed out of the pocket, and he'll throw on the run. The ball is thrown high and tipped away and incomplete. And good pressure on the quarterback again by Alex Judd. And I'll tell you what, these receivers for Glendale are having to pay the price when the ball gets to him because there's 2 red shirts at least, and that time there were 3. All of them put a lick on him as the ball got there.
He got a shot on him. Wasn't enough to get a flag, but the other one wasn't either, though. I don't know.
We'll do a little subbing right here. Into the football game, into the secondary for West Plains is Ethan Miller, another sophomore. And now on second down and about 4.5. Throw out to the right side. High pass is knocked away and incomplete.
We got 8 seconds.
And we'll pick a player of the game when it's all over. And I gotta say that Jacob Moore is going to be in the running for that because, boy, has he ever got his hand on a lot of passes and coverages tonight.
Okay.
And
big prevent.
Yeah, they ain't running this. 8 seconds left in the half. Ball at the 48. 3rd down and 5. Dieter to throw it. He steps up. He pumps it. Steps up. Moves back. Circles right. Steps. Throws. Gets drilled.
Smoked.
And the throw to the sideline is incomplete. And that's going to be the end of the first half as he took another shot from Alex Judd. So a good first half. It didn't start real well, but West Plains came on and pretty much had the best of it for the rest of the first half. And the Zizzers on top of Glendale, 21-3, and we're back in 3 minutes on KDY.
Did you know periodic maintenance is needed to keep your well, pump, and pressure tank running as they should? A to Z Pump Service offers parts and maintenance for your well. Have your well, tank, and pump checked annually. Stay ahead of potential problems and save money with regular maintenance. Call A to Z Pump Service and schedule your well maintenance today. 417-256-8089. A to Z Pump Service. We are pumping to please.
Save at the back-to-school sale at Monty's Outdoors, an annual sale where you can save 20 to 50% off athletic and outdoor clothing and shoes from Under Armour, Columbia, and Life is Good. Find other school-time essentials like backpacks, sack packs, duffel bags, also cleats, sports socks, compression wear, ball caps, and more. Check out the Zizzer Pro Store, a partnership with West Plains R7 to find one-of-a-kind Zizzer gear. All this and more for your back-to-school at Monty's Outdoors in West Plains.
Pepperoni just makes everything better, don't you think? Right now, Domino's Pizza in West Plains and Mountain Grove has a mix and match deal. Choose any 2 or more items, including the new pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread for only $6.99 each. Try the tasty sensation with pepperoni stuffed in Domino's yummy cheesy bread. Domino's in West Plains and Mountain Grove with pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread. Domino's. Oh, yes, we did.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubauer with Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains. Have you seen the all-new Buicks lately? Like the Encore GX, Envision, Enclave, or the all-new Buick Envista? Take a look. We are South Central Missouri's only Buick dealer, and we have a huge inventory to choose from. Come by and see us in West Plains for the best price on an all-new Buick.
Find new roads today.
And get great buys from nice guys.
Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet in West Plains.
Rick's Truck Repair in West Plains is looking for a skilled big rig mechanic to join the crew. Apply in person anytime at Rick's Truck Repair off South Highway 63 in West Plains. Rick's Truck Repair is where you can get all your chrome or truck accessories, and if they don't have it, they can get it. And they're your skilled mechanic big rig truck repair center. Visit Rick's Truck Repair on South Highway 63 in West Plains.
Howell County Habitat for Humanity continues to build homes for families who qualify. It happens through generous people like yourself who have the means to contribute. One way is to donate unneeded items to the Habitat Restore on Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains. They accept clean, used furniture, appliances, household items, and more. They will sell these items in the store to help fund building Habitat homes in Howell County. Go to howellcountyhabitat.org or visit the Restore on Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
We're at halftime, and the score is 21-3. West Plains on top of Springfield Glendale. How about some scores here from the first half of games tonight around the area? Let's see. Some of the scores we have, and we'll work our way backward here. Waynesville leads Parkview 14-0 at halftime. Kickapoo is kind of putting it on Camdenton, 28-14 at the near the half. Other partial scores: Nixa beating Neosho 26-17. Ava, who people have been saying they're going to be pretty good this year, and they're blanking Stratford at the half, 22-0. And Stratford ain't bad. And let's see, how about this? Who would have thought Branson is beating Carthage 21-7 in the first half of that ball game? But I would emphasize that game is not over. And let's see. How about this? Rogersville is only down 1 to Lamar, 7-6 at halftime. Don't think anyone saw that coming, but again, still more football to be played there.
Lamar, they're just good every year, aren't they?
Oh,
it's reload.
And you've seen their facility, their school, their facility, and everything they've got over there. Carthage, it may have been Coach Simpkins I was talking to about that a little bit earlier. If you want to see a palatial school and facility, you ought to see what Carthage has. If you've never been there before, Nix's sort of like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's where that. That's where that investment came from. So 21-3 is the halftime score. We'll take another break here. We'll come back in just a moment and go over the scoring from the first half. It didn't start very good for West Plains, but the first half turned out to be a good one, and the Zizzers led last week by 10 at the half. Now, this week, they lead by 18. We'll come back in 3 minutes on KDY.
My mother recently got a knee replaced at Ozarks Healthcare. They were concerned about her pain before, during, and even after the procedure. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment visited with us before she went home and made sure we had all the supplies she needed to keep her comfortable through the entire healing process. They were fast, friendly, and very thorough.
For durable medical equipment in your home, rely on Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment at 1703 West 8th Street in West Plains. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment cares. It's in their name.
This year, we considered hiring an ad agency to help with our marketing.
They pitched impressive visuals and a script that was inspiring. In the end, we just decided to tell it to you straight. Shelter Insurance has award-winning customer service at affordable rates.
Plus, our local agents are there to help you understand what coverage you need.
Your insurance is only as good as your agency, and we're one of the best in the nation. Dave Thomas Shelter Insurance, your friend in the insurance business.
SaveWithDave.com.
Hey, Zizzer fan, tonight, after the game, tune in to the Fox 96.9 for The Locker Room Show with me, James Hurt. It's your opportunity to call in and talk about tonight's game, hand out game balls to deserving players, and give them the recognition that they deserve. It's every Friday night after the games on the Fox 96.9. It's The Locker Room Show with me, James Hurt, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment in Mountain Grove and West Plains and Kubota have teamed up to save you money on the L-Series Kubota tractor packages, like the L2501, the L2502, and the L3901. Now through October 31st, get zero down, 0% interest for 84 months on dependable Kubota tractors at Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment.
Remember, we are names you can trust. Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment and Kubota in West Plains and Mountain Grove.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Friendly and familiar faces are the first thing you'll see when you walk through the doors at Don's Auto Service in West Plains. Don's Auto Service makes sure their expert staff gets you the best and most qualified information on your vehicle repairs. Whether it's under the hood, maintenance, or tire related, they have you covered.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Rooted in our communities, Simmons goes beyond banking. We're your friendly neighbor. Committed to fostering strong community bonds, we proudly invest in our local schools. When you're in need of banking services, Simmons Bank is here for you. Whether you're striving towards your goals or aiming for financial success, count on Simmons Bank to be your partner every step of the way. To discover a nearby branch, simply visit simmonsbank.com. Simmons Bank, member FDIC.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Some more halftime scores. Our halftime score is West Plains 21, Glendale 3. Other games tonight, the Houston Tigers are up big on Fayette. They lead by a score of 48-6. Boy, Marionville really laying it to Willow Springs, 64-6.
At halftime?
Well, it can't be much past halftime if it isn't.
Be a quick second half there.
Also at halftime, Adrian with a lead over Liberty, 18-14. Our score again, 21-3. Next week we'll be at Hillcrest High School in Springfield, and the Zizzers will hopefully be trying to go to 2-1 when they play the Hornets. I wanted to mention and say thank you to there's 4 of them. 4 young men as I was coming in the gate tonight. I did something stupid when I was out working in the yard last night.
Really?
Sustained what they call that high ankle sprain deal. And I'd heard of that, in the past and didn't give it much thought. It just must be an ankle sprain. No, I've had a sprained ankle.
This is different.
This is a horse of a different color and a different breed. So I had about 3 big bags I was going to have to lug up here, and I thought, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it or not. I had these 4 boys that just kind of materialized out there, and I asked them if they would do that for me, carry the bags up here. They said, sure, no problem. And I wish so much that I'd have got their names so that I could mention them on the radio, but they know who they are, and I really, really appreciate it. They did me a big favor tonight.
Did you tip them?
Yeah, I told them, I said, look, to beat traffic, you need to leave with about 7 minutes to go.
Okay.
No, kids do so many good things that they don't get credit for.
That's right.
You just talk about usually the
bad stuff.
The bad stuff.
Right.
But kids do so much more that's good than negative, and I really did appreciate that, and an indication of the kind of kids that we've got around here.
We were up at Glendale. I tagged along with you guys up there last year, if you remember. And,
yep.
Even the kids up there were nice and polite. I mean, it was the end of the game. That was a good ball game there last year. Do you remember they had us up on the roof up there at the press box? And their facilities aren't anything like what we have here.
Right.
I remember it kind of started raining that night, and we were up there, and it was...
oh, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was. And it was a long night. Paul, I go with Paul so he can find his way home. But anyway.
With the Springfield schools, and I was just thinking here while you were talking, as far as from our standpoint, we get treated so good at all of the Springfield schools. Right. In particular, Kickapoo they just go above and beyond. Glendale will, help you out as well, plus Parkview and the Hillcrest next week. We get such great cooperation from those folks in Springfield, and I sent last year after a ball game up there, I sent one an email to thank them for their help and hospitality.
Right.
That's really appreciated, We really do appreciate that.
Well, this place, they've remodeled the press, or not remodeled, but built this new press box here. Like I said, this field opened in 1974. Until a few years ago, that was the original press box they had here, and it was pretty small. You probably remember that. But
I've been in it many times.
Our facilities have really improved here.
Oh, and that brings up another thing that I wanted to mention here before we go to our next break, Nate. Ashley Cooley is the activities director now.
Yes.
For West Plains School. Dr. Cooley. She is the activities director. She's not the athletic director. She's the activities director because
there's a lot more.
Misha has added debate and chorus, things like that, under the purview of Misha. And so
I always thought it was under that umbrella, but you're saying that it's something new. I always thought it was kind of covered with that, but
I always did too, but
it's not. It wasn't, obviously.
That's what she was telling me. So
there's a lot to do in that position.
Oh man. So as activities director, she has far more stuff to try to keep up with, than folks have in the past. But she's doing a great job trying to just staying on top of everything. And the school year's up and running.
Right.
We've got so many other activities that are going on, both athletic and otherwise. Volleyball season is here, and kids are running cross country.
Summer went by fast, didn't it? It just seems like it does. But
well, I'll tell you what, the last couple of weeks of August didn't go by very fast.
It was hot, wasn't it, last week?
It was HOT warm all across here, but it looks like. And by the way, happy Labor Day weekend to everybody. You getting out and going to the lake this weekend?
No, probably won't go to the lake. I might go to the river.
That'd be time well spent.
Right. Play a little golf, probably. Who knows?
Or may take a nap.
Might. We got good fireworks here, Harlan.
We really do. Good fireworks display here for the home opener for the fans to enjoy. Well, we will take our next break and come back and check some more scores and get ready for the second half. It's been a good one for the first half. West Plains 21 and the Glendale Falcons 3. We're back in 3 minutes on KDY.
If you own one truck to a fleet of trucks, TLG Peterbilt understands that when you have one broke down, it's more than lost time. Here at TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time means we have the right parts for all models of trucks and trailers to get your truck back on the road and your drivers home for the game. Hey, this is Damon with TLG Peterbilt in Willow Springs. We proudly support our West Plains Zizzers. Visit us at tlgtrucks.com or on Highway 60 in Willow Springs.
Hey Zither fans, I need you all to hear me. Hey everyone, this is Ashton Judd with Mizzou Tiger Basketball. It took me years of practice to get where I am today. I loved being a Zizzer and playing on a winning team. That's why I chose the winning team at Ozark Hills Insurance to take care of my insurance, and you should too. They have a team of agents that will treat you like family with the best coverage at the best price. Get a quote today from Ozark Hills Insurance with offers in West Plains and Mountain Home. Go Zizzers.
Hey Zizzer fan, tonight after the game, tune in to the Fox 96.9 for The Locker Room Show with me, James Hurt. It's your opportunity to call in and talk about tonight's game, hand out game balls to deserving players, and give them the recognition that they deserve. It's every Friday night after the games on the Fox 96.9. It's The Locker Room Show with me, James Hurt, and I look forward to hearing from you.
It's not enough to merely own land. You need to own it too. The Coyote K9 UTV helps you own the land you own. Hear the difference? Owning the land sounds like this.
Well, son, someday you'll inherit my land.
But owning it sounds like... You see, owning is...
Sign here and here and here.
But owning is more. Yeah, the rugged Coyote K9 UTV. Coyote, we dig dirt. So stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, at Lynch Equipment in West Plains.
Driving in the fall and winter months can be challenging. You never know what Mother Nature will bring each day. Make sure your tires have plenty of tread. Give Wilbanks Tire a chance to sell you a new set of tires. Once you buy a set of tires from Wilbanks Tire, you can come in anytime for free tire rotation for the life of your tires. So once a customer of Wilbanks Tire, you will always be a customer of Wilbanks Tire. Wilbanks Tire, 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains.
If you're a small business owner in southern Missouri, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Justin Shelby runs a small business in southern Missouri too. He understands the unique needs of local business owners. Justin will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because the one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call me, State Farm agent Justin Shelby, for your small business needs today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
All right, we're at 21-3 at halftime. West Plains on top. This is the way the game has gone so far. In the first possession of the game, Glendale just marched it right down the field with their passing game. They connected on a 47-yard pass, which set up a field goal from 29 yards out to make it 3-0 by Trevor Heeman. And the game stayed that way until the second quarter, and West Plains got rolling. At 8:48, a 39-yard touchdown pass from Isaiah Jones to Rylan Kinslow to make it 7-3. At 4:14, a 27-yard touchdown pass from Jones to Kinslow again, made it 14-3. And at 3:38, a 5-yard touchdown run by Remy Wilson after a botched punt attempt and an interception gave West Plains the ball inside the 5-yard line. Remy took it in to make it 21-3 here at the half. So things didn't start real well, but like Mike Renfro was pointed out, our defense really played much better and did a good job taking away that outside passing game that they like to go to so much. We had people around the ball.
Yeah, we just got to the ball quick, and we started getting a little pressure on them too.
With a 3-man rush.
We weren't doing that. Judd, I think he's kind of the spy guy, and he was coming in there, and he made a couple good hits on their quarterback, which changes up everything when you do that, put that pressure on them.
We have in other scores tonight, we've got a score here of earth-shaking proportions. Branson is up on Carthage 28-7.
Wow.
In the third quarter. And what else do we have? Webb City beating Carl Junction by 7, 28-21. That's a little more of a game you would have thought.
They really have some good football in the western part of the state. Joplin area.
You ought to go to a game over at Webb City some night when they're playing Carthage, right. Somebody like that, and just see the crowd.
The atmosphere.
It's unbelievable. It's like you're at a college game almost.
What are you doing over there? You're supposed to be announcing these games.
Well, this was several years ago.
No, I'm just kidding.
But at the same time, it's quite an experience. Lebanon is beating Hillcrest 49-0 at halftime, so they'll get home early tonight. Let's see if we got anything else new here. Down the line we go. And really, that's about it. No changes in the scoreboard from some of the previous scores, so we'll leave that as it is. 21-3 is our score at halftime. Next week, we're at Hillcrest.
Are the Hornets any good this year, or are they about the same as always? Or I was just shaking the head no.
They are struggling,
got it.
to say the least. But they've had a tough start to the season schedule-wise. Well, they're ready to go out here, it looks like. So if we could just get the officials ready. Yeah. Well, let's take our last break. We'll come back with the opening kickoff in the second half. So in 1 minute on KDY. Yeah. Well, let's take our last break.
Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
HirschEquipment.com. This is a game changer for anyone looking for equipment. That's because all of Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply's equipment inventory is now listed on one site. You can find tractors, lawn equipment, trailers, livestock equipment, pre-owned inventory, and more. In fact, you can go to the site and get a quote and get the value of your trade. Now, there's no reason to put it off. Get what you need today with the help of HirschEquipment.com.
If you have 10 minutes and online access, you're ready to open a new checking or savings account with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Already a customer? Just log into digital banking and click Add an Account, making the switch to West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Welcome. Simply visit westplainsbank.com and click Open Account. 24/7 convenience, FDIC insured, free debit card and e-statements. It's simple and convenient to open your account online with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
We've got lots of folks watching the live stream tonight. We appreciate that.
Did they tell you how many is watching that?
Last check, and I was just looking here, at 170 folks.
It's not bad. As the weather turns colder, there's probably more.
From here to Paducah, Kentucky.
That's probably Roger Good down there.
Here we go. Second half, ready to roll. And it'll be West Plains getting the ball first. Boy, it would be really good to march down and put another one in the end zone to start the half here. But what will happen? It'll be...
Don't get greedy, Harlan.
Let's see. We're going to have doing the kicking from here, it would appear. Their kicker is Lucas Rich. Hard to tell. But anyway, West Plains will have deep receivers inside the 5. Briggs Houston is back in the middle with Rylan Kinslow and Lance Norton. Now there's a big gap between the front line and the second line there, so got to be watching for that little pooch kick down the middle. And their kicker, Glendale's kicker, is Bryce Fell, who is a junior. We've been ready to go for about 2 minutes here, but
they still got 1 minute and 12 on the clock, counting it down. I guess that's what we're waiting on. Looked like they could fast forward that.
You would think so, since we're ready. Kickapoo is playing tonight. I think Kickapoo.
I think they're pretty good.
They are not bad. And plus, Kickapoo's quarterback, Tylen Mabin's transferred to Glendale, but I don't think
I like this guy that's playing tonight. He's a pretty good athlete.
He was a wide receiver last year, and they turned him into a quarterback.
I don't know. That's a whole different discussion with what's going on there.
If you were just handing the football off,
right,
and stuff like that, running
you could do that.
Standard offense, I did do that.
Oh, okay.
That's why they let me play quarterback. But there wasn't much to it, and there's not much to that. But this is a whole different thing that they do at Glendale.
That's kind of like when Herschel Walker played. They just turn around and hand it to Herschel.
As they should have.
Yep.
Fell is ready to go. Is anyone else ready? They're
9 seconds left.
Zizzer fans are standing up, ready for the kickoff to start the second half. Let's see if we can get some field position here.
Get the clock. There we go.
Here's the approach. The kick.
Downside, no.
Yep, and it's fielded. Terrific job handling the ball up front by Brigman, and it'll be 1st and 10 for West. Thank you very much.
If he hadn't caught that, that'd have went out of bounds anyway, but I'm glad he caught it.
That's
that ball
better.
was hot.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that is not easy.
No.
What he did, he made a great play, and that gives his team a 52-yard field to play on to start the second half.
I'm not sure about that call, but whatever.
I've never been a fan of short kicks.
Not on the second half, but
1st and 10 in the backfield. Remy Wilson with the quarterback, Isaiah Jones. The snap, option play to the right, quick pitch to the right. Remy takes a big hit, keeps going, and goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line and the West Plains sideline there.
All excited.
Yeah, they're giving him the...
I'm not sure who got the best end of that hit, but he's wobbling a little.
Gave him the attaboy there at the end of it. Way to go. 2nd down and 6 from the 48 of Glendale.
Football's changed so much, Harlan. Really, the running back's the only guy you can hit anymore.
Never thought about it, but you got a good point.
I mean, at the higher levels, they're still missing stuff in high school, of course, but In the NFL, they don't let you touch the quarterback anymore.
Oh, no, those guys make way too much money to hit. Another running play. This time the ball, it's blown up in the backfield. I didn't even see who had. Oh, the quarterback, Jones, he didn't even have time to hand the ball off. He was dropped in the backfield for a loss of 4.
I think the Tennessee recruit got him that time.
Boy, somebody was back there. Quick. So 3rd down and 10.
I believe I'd put him out there catching passes, too.
Well, I don't know what you'd do with him once he caught it.
Stone hands, he probably can't catch.
All right, it's 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. Blitz up the middle. Passes high, caught.
It's going to be a little short.
It's going to be short of the 1st down, though, at the 46-yard line.
Okay. I would punt here.
Rylan Kinslow. Boy, did he ever make a dandy catch on that first touchdown tonight.
He did.
And he made a really good catch on that high throw there.
He got some air in it. Yeah. I would like to see him punt, and I think they are.
You're not going to be disappointed as Isaiah Jones limps back to kick the football. He took a big shot on the play before. He'll stand back at his own 42-yard line.
Try to kick it to one of the corners.
Here's the snap. Kicks it away.
Nope.
Almost blocked. Good bounce.
Bad kick.
Out of bounds.
About 10 yards of net on that. 15.
They're going to mark that out at the 23-yard line, I think. And if that be the case, only about a 27-yard kick. But Glendale will have to go 73 yards to get in the end zone here.
We didn't take advantage of that field position at all. We don't want to get complacent here. We want to keep playing. Don't play not to lose.
There's 22.5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Right.
Lots can happen. And now we'll see how Glendale's adjusted at halftime to West Plains defense. 1st down from the 23.
Yeah, looks like
Dieter throws underneath. The pass is caught, but it's not going to be worth much. Maybe a yard, 2 at the most. Oh, it's going to be incomplete.
I'm shocked they came out passing, aren't you?
I didn't see that coming. So I asked Mike before the game over and under on number of passes, and the number being 60. I don't know. We've got to be over halfway there.
At least.
Dieter has it. Running to the right. Gets up to the 30-yard line. Moves the pile up near 34. That'll be a 1st down for the Falcons. 10:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. 21-3 West Plains. And the thing that West Plains has to contend with, playing so many people on both sides of the ball, you need to maintain this lead because you're going to get a little tired late in the game.
It's a fast pace. I mean,
Rex Dieter looks right, throws right, ball caught to the right,
yards.
To the 43, close to but not quite a 1st down.
This is reminding me of their opening drive.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to give him a 1st down, really? I didn't think it was that close.
I thought he was about a yard short.
So did I.
Gave him a good spot.
1st and 10, 44-yard line of Glendale. Back to throw. Dieter looks, throws left. Ball is high, and it is a missed tackle in the flat. 50-yard line, a hit down at the 47-yard line. Now that should not be a 1st down. And again, it'll be a 9-yard gain and be 2nd down and 1. Nearly had him behind the line of scrimmage there.
We caught up to him, but we just didn't finish it.
We'll have 4 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Dieter rolls to his right, flag down. We'll have a hold. And now Dieter will be hit in the backfield and drugged down for a loss of 3 on the play.
Is that from the spot, the penalty?
Should be. Alex Judd back there, helping out on the tackle that time on the quarterback. But we'll get the official
holding call.
Holding from about the ball. Let's see, the flag was at the 45, so we'll probably move that back to the 35-yard line.
45.
Okay, so they'll move it back inside the 45. That's right, to the 43. 2nd down now. 12 to go. Back to throw. Pressure on the quarterback. Middle screen. That ball is caught And up the middle they'll go and get across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Briggs Houston came up along with Judd to make the stop. So they get it back and get it across midfield. They need 3 for a first down.
Scoreboard says a yard. No, it changed it.
And now a flag goes down, and the ball was snapped quick.
Illegal procedure.
On 3rd and 3, and obviously Glendale was not set on the play. Illegal procedure moves them back 5. They've had a bunch of short penalties.
A lot of short penalties.
If you lost your keys at the Kiwanis booth.
Back to the 46-yard line now. 3rd down, 8 yards to go. Clock running, 8.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. And again, I thought I heard a whistle. Now throw Dieter down the sideline. Man is open. It's incomplete.
Good
Tremendous.
Very good coverage.
Rylan Kinslow running step for step. Kept up with the wide receiver. And the ball was overthrown. There's nowhere for that ball to get in. That was good coverage.
He was step for step with him.
And now the Falcons will have to punt. If this were a tighter game, they might think about going for it, but down by 18, they can't give up great field position again. And now West Plains gets players off the field in time before the kick. Here's the kick. Punt is away. Pretty good kick. Fair catch. Kinslow has it at the 22-yard line.
We traded punts.
People will say, well, that you take a chance there by catching the ball. You might fumble the ball. Well, you might also watch it roll down to the 1-yard line.
That's right. So. You got to run up and catch it. That came right. That was a decent punt. It came right to him. But I always hated that when they'd run away from it and it'd bounce another 15, 20 yards.
Well, so far tonight, Dawson Howell, the big fullback for West Plains, hasn't had many chances. We'll see if he gets a few more chances here in the second half. He's going to be in the backfield lined up in the I formation up with Wilson behind him. Motion man from left to right. Handoff, Wilson gets a lead block from Howell, gets it up to the 23, maybe 24-yard line. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Number 3, Remy Wilson on the carry. I believe he was tackled by number 44, Bryce Joe. Going up for a gain of about 2 yards. This is a 2nd down and 8 for the Zizzers. And the Falcons are on defense.
Down to 7:45 to play in the 3rd quarter. Be nice to milk some of this clock down.
It would, but we gotta keep rolling also. We need to get the snap off here. We're going to get another delay.
Here's a snap. Back to throw it. Jones. Underneath, caught by Briggs Houston. Really good catch, and that's enough for a first down at the 33-yard line, and West Plains will get a new set of downs on that.
Briggs is a nice-looking athlete. He's about 6'5", 6'6", isn't he?
He's about 6'6". Tell you what, he was something last week. Lamar now leads Rogersville 13-6. That's still a tight game. And let's see if we got any other local games. I'm not seeing any updates on that front just yet. There we go on first and 10.
Zone?
Scoreboard guy. He's really good. Here's a handoff left, and that's going to be Norton. He'll get 2 up to the 35-yard line.
6:50 left in the 3rd. Moving on, halfway through.
I think Coach Wyatt may be of the same mindset. Try to run the ball as we can, when we can, but this team can throw the football when you have to, and they're not afraid to do that. Here we go on what's 2nd down and 8 from the West Plains 35. Zizzers on offense with an 18-point lead. Pass out to the flat, caught by Briggs Houston, and a great open field tackle over there. That was very well played. Hard to pick up these light numbers for Glendale, but on the tackle that time was Darian Washington, a senior defensive back. They sniffed that play out pretty fast. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Clock still moving. Alva spread set. Jones back. He looks over the middle. Throw over the middle is incomplete.
Got picked off.
Kind of in between Briggs Houston and Rylan Kinslow, and that'll stop the clock. At 5:38, and West Plains will have to punt the football away.
We burned a little clock there.
We did, and now let's see if we can get the punt away. You would think perhaps that Glendale will really come after this.
We've got a late player coming on. He forgot he's on the punt team, didn't he?
He got reminded. Isaiah stands at his 20, has a rush, gets the ball away.
Whoa.
As they run into the kicker again, and the ball will hit and be downed across the 40-yard line, and Isaiah's hobbling a little bit.
Limping off the field.
So Glendale will have possession at their own 38-yard line. 1st and 10 with 5:28 to go.
We stopped them last time.
Timeout on the field with 5:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. The score, West Plains 21, Glendale 3. Back in a minute on KDY.
My mother recently got a knee replaced at Ozarks Healthcare. They were concerned about her pain before, during, and even after the procedure. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment visited with us before she went home and made sure we had all the supplies she needed to keep her comfortable through the entire healing process. They were fast, friendly, and very thorough.
For durable medical equipment in your home, rely on Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment at 1703 West 8th Street in West Plains. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment cares. It's in their name.
It's where to go and buy your car. Great service and best price by far. In West Plains Mo, it's where we are. Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet in West Plains.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubaugh with Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet Buick and GMC in West Plains. Growing up here in the Ozarks, my grandfather and dad both taught me the true meaning of an honest deal that always ended with a handshake. So visit Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet Buick and GMC in West Plains, where a handshake still means something.
Find new roads today.
Back at Zizzers Stadium, 1st and 10 for Glendale, and they'll take it to the right side that time across the 40-yard line, and a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down and about 6 for the Falcons, who, I'll tell you, we kept them out of the end zone for the first 29 minutes of the game. Actually over 30 minutes of the game. That's pretty good. Back to throw it again. On 2nd and 6, Dieter rolls left. He looks left, throws it over the middle. That ball is caught, and the tackle made immediately in the secondary, but not before a 1st down.
Had too much time there.
Gain on the play of about 16 yards, and it's 1st down for Glendale with 4:55 to go. This game's a long way from being over. Back to throw again, pressure from the outside, and they're going to get him for a sack in the backfield. Good timing, good call on the defense. They
dialed that up, didn't they?
Yep. Terrific job.
Who's number 14?
14 is Landon Bryant. Landon Bryant, another sophomore. I don't know how many sophomores that we've mentioned through the course of the game tonight. Big loss on the play. 8-yard loss. And now screenplay on the 2nd down play, and nothing's going to go there. Maybe a loss of another yard, as West Plains had that inside screen covered.
All right, 3rd and 18.
Judd on the stop that time, along with Dallas Roberts. So now they're going to say a gain of a couple. 3rd down and 16. 3-man rush. Roll right, set in the pocket. Dieter throws it deep down the side. That ball is tipped away and incomplete. Another really good defensive play in the secondary.
I'm glad they're not just picking us to death on this pass interference stuff. They could call it on every play if they wanted to.
Briggs Houston on the stop, or on the deflection that time. Has a great big orange
moon.
Almost looks like a harvest moon. As they.
It's been a super moon or something here lately.
So now they line up the Falcons line up to punt with 3:48 to go in the third. 4th and 18. And they're getting a guy on late. Here's the kick. It's away, a low-line drive kick.
Catch it. He's going to let it go.
Going to let it go, and it's going to go inside the 5, down to about the 2-yard line.
That's what we just talked about.
Yep.
That thing hit about the 20, didn't it?
About.
Down there.
It wasn't directly toward the receiver, but, yeah, that's why you feel those punts. And about an 18-yard difference there. And I'm sure that Glendale is thrilled with that. So they're going to
that's really, they're going to, if we don't move the ball, they're going to get good field position. So that's what they were shopping for there.
Caden Brown, we've got a card up here for you.
So let's see how West Plains wants to come at them right here. It would not surprise me. See where Briggs Houston lines up. He's going to be in the slot left.
For something here.
Yeah, they may run a little play action. And nope, they're going to run it right the middle. And Lance Norton will pick up a yard, maybe 2. Oh, that was Dawson Howell, perhaps.
I think Glendale knew that was coming.
Dawson Howell with the carry. Short yardage, maybe a yard. 2nd down and long. The one thing when you run that I formation is if you're on defense, you can't just blow up through there because you've got a pretty good chance that it's going to be a running play, and you got to read it first, and that doesn't allow them to get as much pressure. But now, spread formation. Remy Wilson in the backfield, 4 wide, back to throw it.
Get out.
Isaiah steps up in the pocket, breaks pressure, gets across the 5, up near the 8-yard line. So that was a good play. Gain of 5, and he's still a hobbling with 2:40 to go.
3rd and 3. Oh, they didn't get as much as I thought they did.
It'll be 3rd down and close to 5 for a 1st down.
Some lucky duck is going to walk away with 4.
Isaiah comes to the near sideline, gets the play with 18 on the play clock. Again, we'll have this time 2 wide left, 1 to the right with a single running back. Back there with Isaiah Jones. Here's the snap, and he'll go left with the option. Keep it, be slung down for a loss of 3. Back at the 5-yard line, and there we
go.
There's that guy.
Yeah.
Making the tackle was Kellen Lindstrom.
That's why he's going to Tennessee.
I think I'd run the other way, but that's just me,
Well, he kind of did, but he got over there.
So now it's 4th down. And they might come for a block, but then again, they'd probably be better off to just play for the return here.
13's having trouble getting on the field. He did that last time.
Ready to go. Snap, good. Pressure blocked. Yeah, and that ball is going to be
still alive.
That ball, I think, ricocheted off
the goalpost.
Off the goalpost, and it's covered.
Touchdown.
And
we got a flag.
I think that should be considered out of the end zone.
What's the flag for?
That I didn't see. Well, they did come after it, and they did block it.
That thing did ricochet off the goalpost.
It did. It came back, and it was covered in the end zone. Now the officials are talking to each other and saying, I've never seen that before. What do we do with this? And they'll find the guy with the most experience and put it on him and say, what are we going to do with this?
One of the Glendale guys says holding on us, but safety probably.
The safety actually wouldn't be bad.
No. Holding against us.
So what's the result of the play going to be? Coach Heeman comes out.
They're marking it like a touch. They're marking it the PAT line.
Holding against West Plains is declined. It's a safety.
Safety.
And so West Plains will kick the football from the 20-yard line, and the lead is 21-5. And we're back in a minute on KDY.
Pepperoni just makes everything better, don't you think? Right now, Domino's Pizza in West Plains and Mountain Grove has a mix and match deal. Choose any 2 or more items, including the new pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread for only $6.99 each. Try the tasty sensation with pepperoni stuffed in Domino's yummy cheesy bread. Domino's in West Plains and Mountain Grove with pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread. Domino's. Oh, yes, we did.
Want to make a lasting impression with your business? Elevate your brand with creative design and printing services from the Ozark Horse Trader. Business cards that leave a mark, exquisite business stationery that speaks class, envelopes that make a statement, invitations that captivate. Your choices are limitless. The Ozark Horse Trader's professional typesetting and design services will set you apart, and top-notch printing and finishing will bring your vision to life. The Ozark Horse Trader, your vision on print.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
You do it long enough, you think you've seen everything, but
right.
Mike, I've never seen a block punt
off the goalpost.
Off the goalpost come back into play, but it results in a safety. And Glendale now trails 21-5, and they'll get the ball back. So West Plains will tee it up and kick it away from the 20.
So I couldn't tell, but I guess we obviously covered it in the end zone.
Well, they covered it in the end zone.
But they called it a safe.
Well, they did.
Is the goalpost, it's not out of bounds.
Well, I believe it. Actually, I think it is. Here's the kick. The low line drive will be caught at the 37-yard line. They could get a return out of this. They'll turn it up middle of the field and get it to midfield, and it'll be 1st and 10. So Glendale will have a short field, 50 yards to go for a score.
I don't like the way the momentum's switched here. We've came out a little flat in the third quarter.
Kind of taking
which is expected a little bit.
Kind of taking the foot off the gas, but of course you want to use time as much as you can. But now it's a 2-touchdown, 2-point conversion football game. This will be a pretty big series right here to determine what kind of fourth quarter we're going to have. 3 wide left, 2 to the right. Dieter, the quarterback, takes the snap, low snap, steps up, looks right, throws right. That ball is caught. Gain of 4 on the play. Really good coverage on the far sideline that time for West Plains.
Number 30?
No, actually that, as I got to see his number after he walked from behind a couple of players. That was Landon Bryant. 2nd down, 6. Flags are down.
Another flag.
Wait a minute.
So we have a penalty flag on the field, which stops the clock with 49 seconds left in the third.
Illegal procedure.
So a penalty will make it now 2nd down, about 11. You know, last week, Bolivar's sideline, I don't know how many kids they had dressed out. I mean, it was
Paul was saying they had a gob.
Huge number. Glendale may have a few more than us, but not that many.
No.
But they platoon.
We seem to be down a little this year.
Back to throw it. Dieter steps up the pocket, rolls right, fires it down the middle, and that ball is deflected and incomplete. I don't know what adjustment West Plains defense made, but it was certainly the right one. They've got their hands on a lot of passes.
We're just breaking on the ball better than we were. We were just kind of, I hate to say standing around there in the first quarter, first series, but we're moving to the ball a lot better than we were.
I think that's exactly right. 3rd down, 11 from the Glendale 49-yard line. 3 receivers to the left.
From the corner.
Back to throw it. Pressure up the middle. Steps up, steps over. Now throws the ball down the right side. That ball is caught and completed at the 17-yard line for a 1st down. It was just a matter of time until somebody was able to
catch that,
get open down the field. And the reception that time for the Falcons, their slot man on that side was Lucas Rich. And now 1st and 10 from the 17. The quarterback Dieter scrambles around, buys time, rolls right, gets to the sideline, throws that ball out of bounds. With 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. So it's second down, 10, 17-yard line of West Plains. The wide side of the field is the near side as Glendale goes from south to north and right to left.
It's just hard to keep containment or coverage on these guys as much time as he has to throw the ball.
Back to throw it. Looks left, steps up the pocket, now buys him some time, rolls out, has pressure. One guy missed, the second guy didn't, and Alex Judd, I believe, was the guy that got up there and made the tackle. Yep, I do believe 41 got him, and that's the end of the third quarter. So West Plains going to the fourth with a lead of 16 over Glendale, 21-5. Back in a minute on KDY.
If you own one truck to a fleet of trucks, TLG Peterbilt understands that when you have one broke down, it's more than lost time. Here at TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time means we have the right parts for all models of trucks and trailers to get your truck back on the road and your drivers home for the game. Hey, this is Damon with TLG Peterbilt in Willow Springs. We proudly support our West Plains Zizzers. Visit us at tlgtrucks.com or on Highway 60 in Willow Springs.
The switch is on to the Medicine Shop Pharmacy in West Plains. People are transferring their prescriptions to the Medicine Shop because they have free delivery within a 10-mile radius of West Plains. And they are a locally owned independent pharmacy with drive-through and curbside pickup. Switch to Medicine Shop Pharmacy, located next to Brookhaven Healthcare on Kentucky Avenue in West Plains. Online at westplains.medicineshop.com or download our RX local app to get more information, refill reminders, and more.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
We're ready to go in the fourth quarter, 21-5. West Plains with the lead, but Glendale
had the momentum.
They've got some momentum. They're not out of the game. They've got it deep in West Plains territory. It'll be 3rd and 14 with the ball at the 21-yard line of West Plains. And West Plains has been able to come up with some very timely pressure on the quarterback, and this would be a good time for some more of that. Coach Heeman comes out on the field to talk to his quarterback as he moseys back over. And here we go. Big play, 3rd down and 14. And the referee says, let's play ball, so here we go. Here's the snap on 3rd and 14. They flush him up in the pocket, moving right, throws to the sideline, ball caught and out of bounds. And that'll be out at the 8-yard line. That is.
Looked like he passed the line of scrimmage.
Boy, it really did to me. I'm looking for something.
Nothing.
Nothing? Nothing on the field. It was close, but I don't think. It's going to be 4th down and 1.
Okay.
But the Zizzers are on defense. Goal line defense.
Line up in the spread set. Rex Dieter takes it, looks left, pumps it, runs it, first down to the 7-yard line. He only needed 1, he got 2.
He's saying we got a fumble? Nope.
Well, I think some of the kids on defense thought, oh, he didn't make it. I would have swore he got a first down there.
Homer.
You know what? It could have been. When the tackle was made, he bounced.
He dove.
Yeah,
forward.
He dove, and he may have been down before. Evidently, he was down before he got to the first down marker. Boy, what a big play that is. Alex Judd was right. He immediately said, oh, that's not a first down, and sure enough.
Well,
all right.
That's a break. We just need to get out of here and not have to punt down here again.
Empty backfield. Now Remy Wilson is back there with Isaiah Jones. First down from the 8. Pass over the middle, ball is bobbled. Incomplete. Flag is down on the play.
That's got to be illegal procedure or something over there.
That would have been close to a first down.
Dead ball.
So it's going to be
illegal receiver downfield. How could you have that?
Pretty quick pass. I don't know.
Yeah.
They may just take the play since the pass was incomplete.
Yeah, they did. Second down.
Walking away with a ton of money tonight.
All right, so they're going to take the result of the play, which is an incomplete pass.
However, Nathan McAdams
and this time, Briggs Houston will line up out here to the left. That's a pretty good matchup out there with Derek Washington. Here's a snap low. Throw it to the sideline. Pass incomplete. Try to get it to Briggs, but coverage was good. The pressure was good by Glendale, and it'll be 3rd down and 10. We've had a hard time getting Briggs the football tonight.
Yes, we have.
So Isaiah Jones will come to the near sideline, talk to Joel Wyatt.
How many catches did he have last week?
Oh, my gosh, I don't know how many he had total, but he had close to 10. About 170-some yards receiving. It was a big night. Big play here, 3rd down. Let's see if we run the draw play here. They'll snap it back. Jones to throw, and he is sacked for a loss. Back of the 1-yard line.
Safety? Yes.
Oh, that is a safety. I thought he was just across the line, not the case. Second safety here in the second half. We had one at the end of the 3rd and now one here in the 4th. That makes it 21-7. And speaking of things I haven't seen before, I don't know that I've seen 2 safeties in a game in a while.
No, I haven't either. We've seen that and the ball off the goal post and a few different things tonight.
Quick timeout with a score, 21-7, West Plains. They'll kick when we come back in 1 minute on KDY.
Now is the time to save on Kubota zero-turn lawnmowers at Edgeler & Harper Farm Equipment in Mountain Grove and West Plains. While supplies last, get 0% APR financing for up to 60 months on Kubota zero-turn mowers with no money down. Shop while supplies last at Edgeler & Harper Farm Equipment. Now through September 30th, see us or go to KubotaUSA.com for details.
Remember, we are names you can trust. Edgeler & Harper Farm Equipment and Kubota in West Plains and Mountain Grove.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance.
Hi, this is Dave Thomas with Shelter Insurance at 214 West Main Street. Let us help you with all your insurance needs. We specialize in auto, home, life, and business. Call or text us at 256-6116.
SaveWithDave.com.
Here's the kick after the safety and the coverage, and they'll tackle the ball carrier at around the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Glendale from there. And again, 11:27 to go, and it's a 21-7 game now. A field goal and 2 safeties for Glendale, and they still haven't been able to get the football into the end zone, but they're still just 2 scores out of tying this ball game.
I guess we just give 2 at a time. We might run out of time, you reckon?
Well, that's a pretty good way to look at it, but I'd hate to have to rely on that.
Too. We've gotten stagnant here in the second half.
And I think Glendale's adjusted a little bit, too. They've become more aggressive on the defensive side, shutting down the running game. 1st and 10 from the 50. Dieter back to throw. He's looking right. He's throwing long down the sideline. The ball is underthrown, and the ball is tipped and incomplete.
Ball came out of his hand wrong.
I kind of wondered if maybe it hadn't been tipped, but the ball was way underthrown. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Back deep, Will Stauffer on the coverage. It'll be 2nd down for the Glendale Falcons. Stops the clock with 11:20 to play. They're up quick and ready to go again. Back to throw, looks right. Now runs to his left.
That's a holding call right there. He threw the flag.
And the flag comes down after a gain of 4 to the West Plains 46-yard line.
He had him by the shirt. Oh, a chop block.
So does that mean they didn't see that fairly obvious holding penalty?
No. Well, we got the penalty, so. He did. He had our guy by the shirt, just holding on to him.
So the penalty will be marked back, and a big one at that. On the chop block, that's all the penalties generally are designed to protect the players, but chop block can get somebody hurt. Big penalty now. Ball is at the 35-yard line of Glendale. They got to get to the West Plains 40. Dieter steps up. He looks. He throws it over the middle. High pass. Ball is deflected, incomplete.
He just has all day to throw.
Rylan Kinslow on the coverage that time. The pass incomplete at the Glendale 45. And you would, with the fact that we've just rushed 3 people tonight, been able on occasion to get some really good pressure on the quarterback, which is kind of hard to do when you've got 5 people blocking up front against 3 down linemen. Here's a big play, 3rd down and 25. Dieter with no pressure, a little holding on the outside. He'll step up in the pocket, and now pressure comes from the backside. Throw up the field, incomplete, and out of bounds. That ball could not have been caught in bounds anyway. And it'll be 4th down and 25, and as much as they may hate to, Glendale's going to have to punt it again.
We're putting a spy on him when he takes off running. It's just he's having all day to throw, though.
I believe there may have been a holding pen. Nope, illegal man downfield against Glendale.
Decline it.
They'll decline that on 4th. It'll be 4th down and 25, and Glendale will have to punt the ball back. And going back to the previous punt, Mike, we were talking about catching the punt, not letting it roll. That eventually resulted
in the first safety.
And so we want to get this ball somewhere across the 30-yard line if we can.
The second one, we made a good defensive stand. We just couldn't move the ball afterwards. There's a good punt.
Boy, a big booming punt. Back is Kinslow, 22-yard line, runs to his left. Can he get to the corner? Puts a stiff arm on 35-yard line and out of bounds. And West Plains will have good field position to start this drive.
Well, we need to move the ball here, Harlan. Get something going. Burn some clock. 10.5 left, 10:43 left.
Well, one thing about it, now the safeties notwithstanding, but we haven't turned the ball over tonight. No. And that's one reason we're in the lead.
Let's don't jinx it here, okay?
You're a very superstitious person.
I am.
I formation, receivers left, handoff, running left. Remy Wilson found a little gap. He'll get to the 38 and be driven back after a gain of 3. And now a flag comes down.
What's this for?
That's going to be against Glendale, I believe. The official was standing back there amongst all those kids. Somebody must have said something.
Chattering in a little bit, you think?
A little chirping going on. And the referee will walk toward the Glendale side because they're going to demand, who's that on? We'll know when they come trotting off the field here in just a little bit.
Notice something about our team that we used to get a lot of those stupid penalties like that, and we don't seem to get that anymore.
Last week we had a couple of plays that were near the sideline, near the boundary, and there was some contact.
Right.
And plays like that last year is about a coin toss whether or not we'd get a 15-yard penalty.
Right, for chirping and chattering and anyway.
And
not being disciplined.
Players would, we'd have some contact and they just got up and went back to the huddle, and that's the way you're supposed to do it. Unsportsmanlike.
Here we go. That'll help.
15 across the 50-yard line all the way to the Glendale 47.
If we could punch one in, that would put a lot of pressure on them. Make it back another 3-score game. They can score quick.
On 1st down. Handoff, Remy Wilson. Big hole up the middle, 45 to the 44.
Another flag came out.
And maybe the 43-yard line.
There comes back our penalty we just got.
Doggone it. Another holding penalty. That'll be on the Zizzers. Man. We can't stand prosperity here. We get it, then we give it back.
Getting tired.
Well, when you got a block up front and you got this kid going to Tennessee, this Kellen Lindstrom, you're going to get some holding penalties along the way during the ball game.
I think they've got a couple more in there that's pretty good size, pretty athletic.
Two receivers right. Now the staggered I formation to the right. Fake the toss, back to throw. Isaiah's got time. Deep down the middle of the field. Ball is high and incomplete. They're trying to get it down the field to Griggs Houston, but a little too far. But at least it was out of reach of everybody, and it'll bring up now second down. 2nd and 20 from the West Plains 43. 10:01 to go in the ball game. And when you play Glendale, your game is always going to last a little bit longer. And normally we're done by now.
But we don't have to drive 2 hours home.
That's right. It's a big break. Back to throw it. Jones underneath, pass caught. And Briggs Houston, I think, the receiver, and he got upended across the 50 near the original line of scrimmage at around the 47.
Picked up about 9 or 10 yards.
Kinslow gets credit for the catch that time instead of Briggs. Briggs was going downfield on the play. So now 3rd down and 12, clock running again. So this is a kind of a curious situation. What do you choose to do here?
Pick up the first down.
That would be a good idea. Motion man left, back to throw it. Jones pumps, throws, ball caught. And Briggs Houston got tackled by the shoestring out there in the flat. He picked up a yard. Well, he probably ended up getting a yard and a half, and that's about it. So now with 9:04 and counting, we're going to punt the football. And if you can kick it in a directional fashion, it wouldn't be too bad an idea if you kick that thing out of bounds down here inside the 15, 20-yard line and avoid any kind of return. Here's the rush. Got it away. And the ball is in the middle of the field, and they'll let it go. Thank you very much. Inside the 10, inside the 5, inside the 4 to about the 3-yard line, and that worked wonderfully. 48-yard punt. No, actually more like 44-yard punt with no return.
A lot of roll.
These turf fields, you can get a good roll on a ball.
You can. You know, the NFL's trying to get away from these turf fields and getting everything back to grass again.
I think the Players Association would prefer their guys play on grass.
Yes, injuries and things.
And the grass fields anymore are
they're
so close to being like turf,
right?
The artificial stuff. All right, if you're West Plains, now it's time to be awake. 8:30 to go in the secondary. They haven't tried to pop one long yet, and now they're back at their own 3. Here's a first down pass up and down, and they get a big rush of the quarterback and a sack on the play. It's actually be a gain of 1 as, again, Alex Judd on the tackle, so it won't count as a sack. He picked up a yard, but they were going to go the pump and go up the right sideline, and they didn't have time to do it.
It was well covered. I mean, both teams are staying hooked up. A lot of running tonight.
Back to the quarterback on the snap, 2nd and 9. Deep down the left sideline. High ball, almost intercepted. And Rylan Kinslow had a crack at that one, but it went through his hands at the 27-yard line of Glendale. So now, with a 21-7 score, 3rd down and 9 with 7:53 to go for West Plains. As Mike mentioned earlier, a really good crowd here tonight.
Still here.
Good reason to hang around. Here we go on 3rd down and 9 from the 5 of Glendale. Falcons on the snap. They'll pump it. They'll throw it to the far sideline. Ball is caught. He'll get a first down across the 15 near the 16-yard line. So a gain on the play of 11 and a first down for Glendale. And the clock will keep moving once they reset the chains.
I think college is getting away from that, aren't they? As far as stopping the clock on a
I don't know if they've changed it yet or not. It's been that way, though, for a long time. Back to pass again. Here's a throw down the field, and out pattern is caught at the 50-yard line, and the tackle made to stop him at the 38-yard line, or that could have been 6 points. So that's a 45-yard catch and run And Glendale is not out of it yet.
Not liking the way this is looking.
Falcons come up, and the clock running, down to 7:20 to go. Dieter to throw, looks left, goes with the run instead up the middle, and the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Keep the clock moving.
I believe Jackson Hunter along with Alex Judd on the stop. 7 minutes and counting. 21-7. Here's the snap, looking right. Pumps one time, now runs to the right. And the quarterback will get a gain out of it to the 33. Tackle made after a gain of about 3 yards.
Took a few shots there, didn't he?
He did. Landon Bryant gets credit for the tackle. And every second that comes off that clock helps. 3 wide left, 2 to the right. Timeout, West Plains. And you know,
Probably
I think
a good time for one.
a timeout because, like you mentioned earlier, you know, here late in the game, we're going to get a little bit gassed.
Right.
And it looks like we may be a little bit gassed.
I think we're a lot of gas, but we're hanging in there.
21-7, timeout, 6:22 to go. West Plains up by 14. Back in a minute on KDY.
For anything you need around the office, think Bureau. Office furniture? Think Bureau. Pens, paper, forms? Think Bureau. Cleaning and janitorial supplies? Think Bureau. Need supplies but you don't have time to get it? Think Bureau. They deliver. So for anything you need for the office, think Bureau. Stop by and see them just off the square in West Plains or online at thinkbureau.com. Bureau, 202 West Main in West Plains.
The Ozarks Healthcare team cares about your athlete's health. That's why they're on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Pyatt is proud to be the Zizzers team physician. The OZH team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and exceptional sportsmanship. For more information about Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine, visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
A rock chip. It starts out so small and harmless. Just a little blemish on the windshield. Then one day you climb in your car and your windshield looks like a road map. Crack after crack from side to side, top to bottom, and points in between. Don't let that happen. Go see Kevin at SMP Quality Auto Glass. He can fix rock chips and prevent it from running a race across your windshield. If you didn't catch it in time, don't worry, he installs new windshields too. SMP Quality Auto Glass. Show us your crack.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Kabul is beating Skyline tonight 14-0 at Urbana.
Skyline of Urbana.
Looking to see if we've got anything else. Lamar is starting to pull away now from Rogersville. It's 25-6. All right, here we go. On 3rd down and 5. 6:22 to play in the football game. West Plains up 21-7. They have held the Falcons out of the end zone tonight. Back to throw it. Deep down the left side. Good coverage on the play. Ball is intercepted by West Plains in the end zone.
There we go.
I think Dylan Kinslow.
I was going to give you a high five there, but you left me hanging.
Hang it on the wall. All right, 6:14 to go, and Rylan Kinslow, who has had a dandy ball game tonight, I'm going to lean toward him for our player of the game. Absolutely.
Him and Alex Judd's played well also.
He really has. So now with 6:14 to go, are you feeling a little better now?
I'll see here, see what we do here.
Spread set. We need just to get that clock moving now. Snap, handoff, and it'll go across the 20, up near the 23-yard line, gain of about 3 on the play.
Right.
Remy Wilson on the carry. 6 minutes and counting. 21-7. West Plains 6 minutes from being 1-1 on the year. This has been a really good bounce-back game.
It has been.
Under center now. Isaiah will turn, toss it left with Remy. Gets
Good
a block. Gets to the corner.
Don't go out of bounds.
Turns it up. Gets knocked out of bounds.
No, he kept it going.
Good call by the sideline, by the line judge there, as he bounced before he got to the boundary. So the clock keeps moving. That's perhaps the best part of that play right there. And it'll be 3rd down and about 4 at the 26-yard line.
See if we can punch this out.
Rylan Kinslow has had a game tonight. Touchdown reception, 2 of them, actually. Back to throw it. Jones.
Run.
Pulls it in, gonna run it, puts the pads down and gets a 1st down.
We're close. I don't know. Maybe a little.
It's got to be a 1st down.
Yep.
Length of the ball, they're going to mark it on the 31. And that, I'm not going to say that's going to do it, but boy, does that ever help.
Yeah, that helps a lot. They probably still have all their timeouts, though. I don't remember taking one this half.
If you need a ride home from tonight's football game, the time has come to call your mom.
Briggs Houston will be in the slot to the left. Running to the left. And nothing there. I mean, nothing there. Remy Wilson took the handoff, took the shot, and got back to the line of scrimmage.
If you'd have told me before the game we'd held them 7 points, I would never believed you.
Oh, I would just have been like, oh, that's fantastic. But then if you just had 7 points without the aid of a touchdown.
That's right.
I wonder how long it's been since Glendale was held out of the end zone. That hasn't happened much over the years. Isaiah Jones on the snap. He's going to throw it deep down the sideline, and Briggs Houston, it's intercepted.
Yeah, there's a good flag.
A flag is down.
Let him run all the way back because it's coming back.
Let him eat up some time here. Briggs got pushed out of bounds while that ball was in the air. Tackle was made eventually downfield at the 25-yard line of West Plains, but that's not going to count.
That was pretty obvious. And it was right in front of us.
Right down here in front of us on the sideline, running from right to left, south to north. And that, my friends, is going to be another 1st down.
Surely they won't call offensive or something.
Well, if he did it falling out of bounds.
Yep, here we go.
Pass interference against Glendale.
I don't know what they were discussing, really.
I don't either. Well, it's a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. Which is a rule that, think about a tight football game toward the end, and you have to throw the ball long. Well, if you're 60 yards away,
why don't you interfere?
Why don't you just tackle them?
Yeah, that's right.
It's going to be, if they're going to score a touchdown, if it looks like they will, you just tackle them and take the 15-yard penalty. So I'm not so sure inside maybe the last minute of the game, maybe that shouldn't be a spot foul where they move it to where the interference took place.
He shoved him out of bounds.
He did.
When he came through there, bumped him. It was a pretty good bump.
No doubt. Well, yeah, it was a big bump, all right.
I don't know what's taking so long here. Now we're having another discussion.
Well, they hadn't moved the chain, so they remember where the ball was. Now it just needs to be marked off where it should be, which should be up around the 45 or 46-yard line. 46 probably.
Now what? Now they're calling something on us.
Offsetting penalties.
Oh, brother. What was the first penalty?
It could have been an illegal substitution, but I'm not sure.
Okay. That's what was taking so long.
So it's 1st down and 10. Again.
Let's run the same play and get the penalty. How do you think?
Yeah, and without the other one, we'll be in good shape. But that was about as obvious a pass interference call as you'll ever see in your entire life.
And then there is an unsportsman. Those penalties offset each other. And then there's an unsportsmanlike conduct.
If it's 1st and 10, I'd like to see him run the ball here a little bit, Harlan, and not pass it.
I'm all for that. Are we going to get another timeout? Well, they're going to mark off a penalty that may be a 15-yard penalty. It is. I think they called someone for unsportsmanlike conduct for Glendale. They sure moved the ball up to the 46-yard line, which is where it would have been had it just been a pass interference call.
I don't know what's going on here. I'm lost.
I don't think we're the only ones. Well, maybe one of these officials can call and tell my wife where I've been this extra time that we're spending out here tonight as we hit the 9:43 mark. It's not going to compare with that one a few years ago in Springfield, though.
Right. Well, you guys were late last week because it started late.
Yep.
And that's a little further drive to Bolivar, 30 miles. Extra.
Man alive, am I ever. I've been to Bolivar so many times in the last couple of years for football, for basketball. I went 1 month 6 times to Bolivar for in basketball season.
The Grizzlies?
No, high school.
High school. Oh, high school.
Speaking of the Grizzlies, Jared Fay, the head coach of the Grizzlies. I went over and watched Grizzly basketball practice today. Well, we are going to be fine. Come and watch Grizzly basketball.
Get that going.
We've got some real good athletes who can play. And a lot of kids that can really shoot the basketball.
JUCO basketball's really changed, though, hasn't it, over the years? What it was.
Well, prep schools has really hurt junior college basketball.
We still don't know what's going on here. We've been 5 minutes discussing this penalty.
And you know what they're going to do? They're going to put the ball down more than likely. Then
move it back.
Then move it back, and who knows. 3:38 to go. We could have took a 2-minute timeout here if we'd known this was going to happen.
Do we get paid overtime?
No. Well,
no.
We can.
I don't get
claim it in time. Let's see what the.
And
now West Plains is going back to the huddle. Oh, for the love of Mike, let's take a Renfro. Let's take a timeout. With a score 21-7, back in 30 seconds on KDY.
Rooted in our communities, Simmons goes beyond banking. We're your friendly neighbor. Committed to fostering strong community bonds, we proudly invest in our local schools. When you're in need of banking services, Simmons Bank is here for you. Whether you're striving towards your goals or aiming for financial success, count on Simmons Bank to be your partner every step of the way. To discover a nearby branch, simply visit simmonsbank.com. Simmons Bank, member FDIC.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Well, the referee is over talking to Joel Wyatt, and whatever he's telling him, Joel is not happy at all. He was unhappy last week, and for pretty good reason, many times.
I think here we go back.
They're on. This is just silly.
Are they giving them the ball?
I am totally confused.
How would they give them the ball?
How would they give them the football here? This is just, well, Glendale's going to get the football with 3:38 to go, and I have no idea why. There was a pass interference and another call against West Plains. They show an unsportsmanlike penalty, and they're going to move the football all the way down to the 23-yard line. We have no idea what's going on.
It was offsetting penalties, but how did they get the ball?
How did they get the ball back?
What's going on?
Greg Simpkins is over there.
He doesn't even know.
He doesn't. Well, if Greg doesn't know, nobody does. What is this? How does Glendale have the football? This makes no sense.
He's coming over to tell us.
3:38 to play, and the Falcons have it. They get another shot. Rolling out to the left and out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock with out of bounds at the 32-yard line. So evidently, they intercepted the pass on what we thought was pass interference. Did they call pass interference against us? Was that what it was? I don't know. Second down and 5. Pass out to the flat. Catch is made. Hold him in bounds, boys. And they do, and that keeps the clock running with 3:25 to go.
That's probably the worst call I've ever seen.
That's about as screwy as anything I've ever seen in a football game.
We've seen a lot of stuff tonight.
Gee whiz. That's pretty weak. And now flags are down on the snap, of course. 3:19 to play. Now what are you going to call? Illegal procedure against Glendale, so they'll probably move the ball upfield.
We'll have to get some clarification on that because it was obvious pass interference. And then I don't know what happened after that.
And I really didn't notice anyone picking the pass off to begin with. Here we go. Clock running again. Dieter throws to the sideline. Near sideline. Catch made. They hem him in. Tackle made. And that clock will keep rolling. 3:09 to play. When they came over and explained to Joel White what was going on, Joel just about had a meltdown. Second down short. Pass underneath. Missed tackle. Tackle made inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. They'll stop the clock while they move the chains down the field and then start them again, and Glendale will be ready to snap it as soon as they get set. They'll start the clock now. First and goal. Pass to the corner. Ball is going to be tipped and incomplete.
He read it. He just didn't catch it.
Rylan Kinslow out there to make the play. 2:44 to go. By all rights, we still should have the football, and we should be running the clock out.
We should be, but we're not.
21-7. Dieter with 5 wide, looks left, throws it to the corner. Ball is high and incomplete.
It does help when you get down there and squeezes the field down a little bit, so that's to our advantage.
You read my mind because you don't have nearly the room to work with. And if you're a defensive back, you don't have to worry about your back. No. You're looking up, you're keeping things in front of you and breaking on the ball. Now, third down, back to throw from the 9. A little flare pass over the middle. That's not going to do anything. Tackle made at the 8.
So we're ball game play right here.
Yep. Norton on the stop along with Alex Judd again. 2:30. Did they call a timeout? Is being called on the field. It's 4th down and goal for the Falcons. We're back in a minute on KDY.
Summer isn't over yet, and there's still time for adventure. Whether you need navigation, all-wheel drive, towing capability, or third-row seating, Bailey Chevrolet GMC has the SUV to get you there.
This is John Bailey of Bailey Chevrolet in beautiful downtown Willow Springs. Come test drive the sport utility for your next adventure today. Find new roads.
Go 4693111. Bailey team is gonna get it done.
Since 1993, Howell County Habitat for Humanity has built 29 homes and will be starting their 30th this year. They do it to provide a decent and affordable place to live for partnered families. Habitat for Humanity brings people together to build homes, communities, and hope, celebrating 30 years in business. Find out more on Facebook and at the Habitat Restore on Porter Wagner Boulevard, or visit howellcountyhabitat.org.
Nope.
We come back to play on 4th down. Pass to the right sideline to the corner is incomplete, and West Plains has held on defense and will get the ball back. And now this time perhaps we'll be able to run the clock out. What a job by the West Plains defense tonight, keeping Glendale out of the end zone.
I think Glendale has one timeout left, possibly. I know they just took one, but they might have two.
There'll be a point in this possession where they cannot stop the clock. Maybe on the third down play, but whatever. And if we get a first down, the game's over.
Right.
Because we'll be taking a knee at that point. Isaiah Jones, and boy, they're going to be bringing the house. Ball is at the 10-yard line. Jones toss play running to the left, and a good run gets it across the 15-yard line.
He ran hard.
Nice pickup on the play that time. Jackson Taylor, the ball carrier that time, and he's a little banged up as he gets up and comes off the field. But that was a good run. The ball was snapped at the 9, so he gets to the 16, gain of 7. And now another timeout called on the field by Glendale. 2:16 to go. Back in 30 seconds on KDY.
Did you know periodic maintenance is needed to keep your well, pump, and pressure tank running as they should? A to Z Pump Service offers parts and maintenance for your well. Have your well, tank, and pump checked annually. Stay ahead of potential problems and save money with regular maintenance. Call A to Z Pump Service and schedule your well maintenance today. 417-256-8089. A to Z Pump Service. We are pumping to please.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Back with Mike here in the booth, Mike Renfro, as we
finish this thing up.
2:16 to go with second down and 3. Again, I'll mention the fact that Dawson Howell hasn't had many chances tonight, but if there was ever a custom-made situation to give him the football.
3-yard play right here would be huge.
3-yard play would mean a victory. Dawson is back there at fullback, offset with Remy Wilson. Let's see if Big 44 gets it here. And
they moved, or we did.
Somebody moved before the snap.
Us.
Somebody flinched after one of the Glendale linemen made a little jab step like they were coming on the count, but that's going to move West Plains back 5, so that hurt. Now it's second down and 8.
Changes a little bit.
A little bit, but probably not too much. Ball's on the 11.
I'm not putting it in air here. I don't know about you, but
no. Under center, Isaiah Jones with a single back. Motion man from the left end. And now turn and a handoff. And nothing.
So they call timeout. Yep. That's their last one.
So it'll be third down, and we'll take our last timeout during regulation. 2:10 to go with the score. West Plains 21 and Glendale 7. Back in 1 minute on KDY.
Hey, Zizzer fans, I need you all to hear me. A winning team starts with a winning spirit. Hey, this is Ashton Judd, proud Zizzer and Mizzou Tiger, to tell you about the winning team at Ozark Hills Insurance. They have a team of winners that can help you find the right insurance at the right price. I knew the day the Zizzer girls went to the state title game that our winning spirit would prevail. Be a winner and call Ozark Hills Insurance for a quote today with offices in West Plains and Mountain Home. Go Zizzers.
If you happen to be in an accident, keep this in mind. You have a choice in who tows your vehicle, so make the right choice and call 256-7628 for J&J Recovery and Towing of West Plains. They answer the calls 24/7. They will get to you fast and take your vehicle to the destination of your choosing. So if you're in a wreck, breakdown, or whatever reason you might need a tow, make the right choice and call J&J Recovery and Towing 256-7628.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
All right, it's third down and 10. West Plains up 21-7. 2:10 to go. Third and 10 for West Plains from their own 9-yard line. Out of the gun, Jones will keep it on the snap. Quarterback draw right up the middle. Runs over somebody. Got up to the 19-yard line. That may be a first down. Give us a spot.
Read my mind.
If If they mark that on the 20, that's the ball game right there. It's a first down for West Plains. Isaiah Jones was not running sideways. He was going south to north, the straight line, and that will cause some fireworks to go off.
They're loaded up over there.
So the play clock is down to 10. You're going to have to hurry up. And they'll run to the line of scrimmage, as they should, with 4 on the play clock. Running at 1:37 on the game clock. Running play right up the middle, cover it up with 2 hands, and pick up 3 yards. That'll be about it. And the clock will keep running with 1:28 to go.
I think we've got this in the bag.
And, the defense gets a huge pat on the back for the way they played tonight. This is a hard team to defend, hard team to play against.
They're athletic.
Brock Carnegie over in the booth next to us with the coaching staff watching over all this. Under a minute to go. Snap, handoff, Remy, hit, hold on to it. Took a real shot right there at the very end. And that, well, we're going to have to snap it one more time, aren't we?
Take a knee.
Take a knee, that's right. Take a knee, I forgot about that. And this football game is going to be over, and West Plains is going to win it 21-7, and they'll have kept Glendale from scoring a touchdown tonight. What a heck of a good job by the coaching staff, by the players.
They scored 46 last week.
46 on Waynesville. And here comes the victory formation, they call it. 5 seconds to go. A knee, and the game is over. West Plains wins it 21-7 over Glendale tonight, and the fireworks go off again. So a timeout. We'll come back and wrap it up after these words on KDY.
Break 19, this is Roadrunner for Junkyard Dog. You got your ears on? Come on. 10-4, what can I do for you? I just passed you, son. Where'd you get all that chrome and them chicken lights? Come back. Rick's Truck Repair. They got the biggest selection of chrome and LED lights within 100 miles, and they're my go-to place for repair, so I'm not down for long. Mercy me, my Rick's got some issues. What's there, 20? They're on South 63 in West Plains next to Highland Dairy. This is the Roadrunner, and I am headed to Rick's Truck Repair. I am gone.
This year, we considered hiring an ad agency to help with our marketing.
They pitched impressive visuals and a script that was inspiring. In the end, we just decided to tell it to you straight. Shelter Insurance has award-winning customer service at affordable rates.
Plus, our local agents are there to help you understand what coverage you need.
Your insurance is only as good as your agency, and we're one of the best in the nation. Dave Thomas, Shelter Insurance, your friend in the insurance business.
SaveWithDave.com. Howell County Habitat for Humanity continues to build homes for families who qualify. It happens through generous people like yourself who have the means to contribute. One way is to donate unneeded items to the Habitat Restore on Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains. They accept clean, used furniture, appliances, household items, and more. They will sell these items in the store to help fund building Habitat homes in Howell County. Go to howellcountyhabitat.org or visit the Restore on Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains.
There are 2 types of to-dos. To-dos you want to do and to-dos you gotta do. Hopping on your Coyote tractor to plow a little patch of heaven on your land is a wanna-do. But flossing before a dentist appointment so they don't suspect that flossing is a never-do, that's a gotta do. For all the to-dos you want to do, check out the many models of hard-working Coyote CS, CX, and CK tractors. For the gotta do's, well, Godspeed. Coyote, we dig dirt. Stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, at Lynch Equipment in West Plains. Hey Zither fans, I need you all to hear me. Hey everyone, this is Ashton Judd with Mizzou Tiger Basketball. It took me years of practice to get where I am today. I loved being a Zizzer and playing on a winning team. That's why I chose the winning team at Ozark Hills Insurance to take care of my insurance, and you should too. They have a team of agents that will treat you like family with the best coverage at the best price. Get a quote today from Ozark Hills Insurance with offers in West Plains and Mountain Home. Go Zizzers.
If you're a small business owner in southern Missouri, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Justin Shelby runs a small business in southern Missouri too. He understands the unique needs of local business owners. Justin will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because the one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call me, State Farm agent Justin Shelby, for your small business needs today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
The Ozarks Healthcare team cares about your athlete's health. That's why there's a doctor on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to care for the unpredictable injuries. Ozarks Healthcare has a team of 8 orthopedic, spine, and podiatry providers to care for your athletes. The OZH team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and exceptional sportsmanship. For more information about OZH Podiatry as well as OZH Orthopedic and Spine, visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Rooted in our communities, Simmons goes beyond banking. We're your friendly neighbor. Committed to fostering strong community bonds, we proudly invest in our local schools. When you're in need of banking services, Simmons Bank is here for you. Whether you're striving towards your goals or aiming for financial success, count on Simmons Bank to be your partner every step of the way. To discover a nearby branch, simply visit simmonsbank.com. Simmons Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, Zizzer fan, tonight, after the game, tune in to the Fox 96.9 for The Locker Room Show with me, James Hurt. It's your opportunity to call in and talk about tonight's game, hand out game balls to deserving players, and give them the recognition that they deserve. It's every Friday night after the games on the Fox 96.9. It's The Locker Room Show with me, James Hurt, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
21-7, West Plains beats Glendale tonight. They keep them out of the end zone, which is really a great achievement. The player of the game for us this evening will be Rylan Kinslow, who had a great game. He scored in the second quarter on a 39-yard touchdown pass from Isaiah Jones to give West Plains their first lead, and then he scored 4 minutes later on a 27-yard touchdown pass from Isaiah Jones. It was 14-3 at that point. West Plains led at the half 21-3 and go on to a 21-7 win. But sort of an honorable mention to Alex Judd, who had a big game tonight. I'll tell you, the defense really deserves a lot of credit.
The whole team did. It was a team effort. We really made the adjustment there early in the first quarter, and I don't know, like you said, we kept them out of the end zone. I would have never thought we could do that, but we did. So it was a good ball game.
A good bounce-back game. After you lose a tough game last week, 42-38, like the Zizzers did at Bolivar, they come back here tonight, and they really tighten the screws defensively. And so you think Bolivar scoring 42 on what's Glendale going to do to us? That just goes to show it just doesn't work like that. So next week, we're going to be in Springfield playing at Hillcrest High School, and Paul Knight will be alongside. I want to thank Mike Renfro for being so kind to come up here and do this tonight.
It's fun to do.
It's fun. That's right. It is fun, and it's more fun when you win.
Best seats in the house up here.
You bet. 21-7 your final score. For Nate Hudson in the studio, Drew Joyce handling the video across the way, and Mike Renfro. Again, your final is West Plains 21 and Glendale 7. Good night from McDonald's Field at Zizzers Stadium.